might get down. Running, diving catch and caught by Michael Harris. Man, oh man, is he playing some baseball.
The 2025 Atlanta Braves are a squad on a mission. It's all about retaking the crown, and that starts right now.
Will pitch all the way to Harris, and he blasts one. High in the air, deep right field, and buried into the seats.
Atlanta Braves baseball on the Braves Radio Network is brought to you by the original Louisiana hot sauce. Flavor favors the bold. Your local Ford dealers, proud partner of your Atlanta Braves. The Home Depot, how doers get more done. Your local Hyundai dealer, proud sponsor of the Atlanta Braves. John Foy and Associates Personal Injury Law. Get the strong arm. Arrow Exterminators. Make the right call and protect your home or business from pests by calling 888-GO-ARROW. Peachtree Orthopedics. Same day, evenings and Saturdays. It's time to get better. SeatGeek, the official ticket marketplace of the Atlanta Braves. Yanmar Tractors and Engines, an official partner of the Atlanta Braves grounds crew. Your Atlanta area Lexus dealer. Experience amazing. Simply Sport, the official CBD partner of your Atlanta Braves. TimberTech Decking and Railing. Everything wood should be. Visit TimberTech.com. City of Hope, Atlanta, making hope a reality for cancer patients throughout the Southeast. Attorney Ken Nugent. One call, that's all. Xfinity. Get the fastest connection to the Braves and stream the biggest moments from the best seat in the house with Xfinity. Pennington Grass Seed, official partner of the Atlanta Braves grounds crew. ServPro. When disaster strikes, call ServPro to make it like it never even happened. Saya LTL Freight, the official freight and logistics company of the Atlanta Braves. Corona Extra, La Playa awaits. Georgia Power, the official electric energy partner of the Atlanta Braves. IBEW Local 613. Truist Park keeps the lights on with IBEW 613 electricians. The Battery Atlanta's own ASW Distillery, home of the award-winning Fiddler Bourbon. TYM Tractors, a winning lineup, together as one. Tonight, the Braves are back in town and Truist Park is open for business as the Braves square up against the AL Central Minnesota Twins. This is Atlanta Braves baseball on the Braves Radio Network, lit by Louisiana hot sauce.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome into Atlanta Braves baseball. Tonight from Truist Park in Atlanta, Georgia. It's game one in a series of three between the Braves and the Twins. On the mound for the Braves, the right-hander Bryce Elder, and opposing him will be a fellow right-hander Chris Paddock. It's great to have you with us. Gorgeous Friday evening here in Atlanta, alongside Joe Simpson and our producer-engineer Jonathan Chadwick. Ben Ingram here with you. And Joe, it's good to see you, and it's furthermore good that we got to shed our winter coats from Canada and come back to Atlanta. It was chilly up there.
I could see some pictures, Ben, and it did not look like baseball season. Thank heavens for the Rogers Center having that dome. And you're right, not a great road trip. Things have just still kind of flattened out for the Braves in terms of their offense and trying to win some games. But let's hope tonight marks the start of a streak and then get back to where they should be.
Yeah, the Twins haven't been that much better than the Braves. The Braves 5-13 into the action tonight. The Twins are 7-12, and we just went an entire weekend without Marcell Ozuna. He's in there, and also a new face at the top of the order.
That's right, Alex Verdugo, who was signed late in spring training and certainly a major league veteran outfielder. Was not rehabbing. He was actually just getting himself in shape at Northport and later at Gwinnett. So he gets the call. He's in the lineup, and not only that, he's leading off. So let's hope he provides a spark.
Hope so. What are you expecting with this pitching matchup? Because you have Chris Paddock for the Twins, has a 9.49 ERA. Bryce Elder not too far behind at 7.20.
Well, it's kind of funny. You're talking about high ERAs and two teams who aren't scoring.
As a business owner, it's important to keep your business connected. Spectrum Business is committed to keeping your business online whenever and wherever you need us, all backed by the Spectrum Commitment. Get fast, reliable internet starting at $40 per month when bundled, or level up your internet speed and get a 3-year price guarantee. Learn how Spectrum Business can help your business stay connected at spectrum.com/business. Restrictions apply. Services not available in all areas.
Hey, it's me, Paige DeSorbo, and I'm so excited to share my new shoe collection at DSW, filled with my favorite styles and trends for spring. Because if you know me, you know I'm kind of obsessed with shoes. And by kind of obsessed, I mean head over heels. You're going to love these shoes. So snag super cute styles like cute flats, fun heels, and cool sneakers from the Paige DeSorbo collection right now at your DSW store or dsw.com.
Attention Florida homeowners, for 1 month only. Save big with Renewal by Andersen. Get $300 off every window and $825 off all patio doors. Plus, call now and ask about our brand new Ensemble entry door system. But hurry, this limited time offer won't last. Visit bestwindowsflorida.com today to schedule your free design consultation. That's bestwindowsflorida.com. Renewal by Andersen, your trusted window and door experts. Superior products, exceptional service. License number CGC 1527613.
And we're back with Canva Presents Secret Sounds Work Edition. Caller, guess this sound.
It's a mouse click.
So close. That's actually publishing a website with Canva Docs. Next caller.
Definitely a mouse click.
Nice try. It was sorting 100 sticky notes with a Canva whiteboard. We also would have accepted resizing a Canva video into 10 different sizes.
What? No way.
Yes way. One click can go a long way. Love your work at canva.com.
Upgrade with new windows. Nobody knows windows like Wanakee Remodeling. Their Renewal by Andersen windows are durable, beautiful, custom-crafted, made-to-order, and professionally installed. Energy-efficient windows from Wanakee Remodeling and Renewal by Andersen offer elegance, strength, and stability of wood with low-maintenance features of vinyl. This month, buy one window or patio door, get one 40% off, plus special financing. Visit WanakeeRemodeling.com for more details.
CBD supports your recovery, helping you to get back to your best life faster. So gear up with the Braves and Simply Leaf Sport CBD. Visit simplyleafsportcbd.com to gain that hemp field advantage. That's Simply Leaf Sport CBD, your partner in peak performance.
You know what my favorite thing about Braves games are? Everything. The crowds and the food and the baseballs and the food and the cheering and the food. Kind of like how everything at Cortland's Apartments is my favorite. Hi, I'm Cordy, Cortland's spokespug, here to tell you about the awesome live and play spaces at Cortland and the amazing resident service. That's probably why they were ranked #1 apartment brand on Reputation.com. Cortland, proud sponsor of the Atlanta Braves. Find your new apartment home at Cortland.com.
Meanwhile, at Xfinity.
We engineered Xfinity Internet with 99.99% network reliability.
Plus, Xfinity Mobile with Wi-Fi Power Boost gives you ultra-fast Wi-Fi at home and on the go.
Posting my tap dancing videos is easier than ever.
Now through April 17th, get 300 megabit Xfinity Internet and one unlimited mobile line together for $30 a month for 1 year. Learn more at Xfinity.com. Requires paperless billing and autopay to stored bank account. Restrictions apply. Equipment tax and fees extra. After promo regular rates apply. Xfinity Internet required. Actual speeds vary.
Don't miss Tom Glavine and his Hall of Fame insight every Monday afternoon at 3:30 during Chuck and Chernoff on the radio home of the Braves, 680 The Fan and the Fan app.
Out here at Truist Park, it's time to take a look at tonight's starting lineups, and they're powered by Georgia Power, the official electric energy partner of the Atlanta Braves. First for the Minnesota Twins. They've won 2 in a row, and that was over the Mets. They're 3-7 on the season on the road, and they'll lead it off with Edouard Julien at second base, batting second in center field. Byron Buxton out of Baxley, Georgia, will bat second. Batting third, Ty France is at first base. Trevor Larnach is in left field, batting cleanup. Carlos Correa is at shortstop, batting fifth. Batting sixth, doing the catching, will be Ryan Jeffers. At third base, batting seventh, is former first-round pick Brooks Lee. Making his major league debut, and the DH tonight will be highly thought-of prospect for the Twins, Luke Keeschel. Deshaun Kiersey Jr. will bat ninth and play right field. Again, for the Twins, it's Julien, Buxton, and France, Larnach, Correa, and Jeffers, Lee, Keeschel, and Kiersey Jr. For the Atlanta Braves, leading it off and playing left field and making his Braves big league debut will be Alex Verdugo.
Connection, opportunity, possibility. It's what we all want. Spectrum has built a world where anything is possible, with products and services designed to work better together for a seamless connectivity experience. A connection to family and friends, a connection to education, and a connection to new opportunities. So there's no limit to how big we can dream. That's Life Unlimited. That's Spectrum.
Keep your air conditioning inside your home. Renewal by Andersen. Limited time offer. $300 off all windows. $825 off patio doors. BestWindowsFlorida.com. License number CGC 1527613. Restrictions apply.
Sometimes it feels like the world is moving at hyperspeed and you can't keep up because it's one thing then another. And don't forget the meeting and the yoga class and the dinner reservation. But then you get into the all-new Nissan Murano and you feel the breeze from the panoramic moonroof while the massaging seats melt away the tension of the day. And you realize that sometimes the greatest rush is not rushing at all. Shop the all-new Murano at nissanusa.com. Panoramic moonroof massaging leather appointed seats are available features.
At Designer Shoe Warehouse, we believe that shoes are an important part of, well, everything.
From first steps to first dates, from all-nighters to all-time personal bests.
From building pillow forts to building a life.
For all the big and small moments that make up your whole world, DSW is there. And we've got just the shoes. Find a shoe for every you from brands you love at brag-worthy prices at your DSW store or DSW.com.
And we're back with Canva Presents Secret Sounds Work Edition. Caller, guess this sound.
It's a mouse click.
So close. That's actually publishing a website with Canva Docs. Next caller.
Definitely a mouse click.
Nice try. It was sorting 100 sticky notes with a Canva whiteboard. We also would have accepted resizing a Canva video into 10 different sizes.
What? No way.
Yes way. One click can go a long way. Love your work at Canva.com.
As a business owner, it's important to keep your business connected. Spectrum Business is committed to keeping your business online whenever and wherever you need us, all backed by the Spectrum Commitment. Get fast, reliable internet starting at $40 per month when bundled.
U.S. service members in Afghanistan. From then, I immediately founded 13 Heroes for a way to give back to the families who lost their loved ones. 13 Heroes is a premium, award-winning line of spirits with the purest and smoothest liquid on the market. Please help turn tragedy into legacy by picking up a bottle of 13 Heroes at your local bottle shop or visit 13heroes.com. Proud partner of the Atlanta Braves.
Spring has sprung, Braves fans, and baseball is finally back. Make your lawn Truist Park quality this season with Pennington Grass Seed. As the official partner of the Atlanta Braves grounds crew, Pennington knows how to help you grow a lush, healthy lawn. With over 80 years of history rooted right here in Braves country, Pennington has the perfect solution for you. Gear up for spring with Pennington and grow a lawn you can be proud of. Pennington Grass Seed, available at the Home Depot.
Get the latest Braves news while you work every weekday between 10 and 2 with Nick Cellini and me, Chris Domino, on the radio home of the Braves, 680 The Fan and The Fan app.
Beautiful night for baseball here at Truist Park. Game time temperature 81 degrees, wind out of the south at 10 miles an hour. Fans continuing to file in. Chop House is a packed house, and we'll get probably even fuller as we go along here for game one of this three-game set between the Braves and the Minnesota Twins. Twins come in with a record of 7-12. They're in fourth place in the American League Central, 4 games back. They are 3-7 on the road. They were the first place team, the division winner in 23 in the American League Central, and last year fell to 4th, which is where they are located now. Braves, as you know, 5-13, last place in the East, 6.5 games back. They are 3-2 at home, but they've had really good luck against the Twins in recent years. In fact, they've swept the 3-game series each of the last 2 years, and if you date back to 2019, they've won 8 straight against Minnesota. So those things are all in the Braves' favor. The umpires for tonight's game, and let's hope those guys are in the Braves' favor as well. Lance Barrett will be behind the plate. Carlos Torres at first base. Charlie Ramos is at second, and Alfonso Marquez will umpire at third. Here come the Braves behind Bryce Elder. Defensively behind him tonight, Verdugo, Harris, and Kelnick from left to right. Alex Verdugo in his first game in an Atlanta uniform. First to third, it's Olsen, Albies, Allen, and Riley. Sean Murphy will do the catching for Bryce Elder. And Tire Discounters Round Trip or Home Run promotion offers Braves fans a next-day instant savings on a set of select tires, plus a free alignment and free oil change. The more homers the Braves hit, the bigger the deals at Tire Discounters. Learn more at tirediscounters.com/Braves. For Bryce Elder, it's his third start. He's 0-1 with a 7.20 ERA. Yeah, it's pretty high. But I'll tell you what, Bryce Elder knows what he's doing. He knows how to pitch. He's 16-14 in his career, a former All-Star for Atlanta, you might remember, with a 4.28 ERA. This is his first appearance against Minnesota. If you're looking for something on Bryce, and I mentioned this in our opening comments, this year he's really cut down on his walks. He's only walked 2 in 10 innings. That's not a big sample size, but at least only 2 in 10 innings. But he has given up 4 homers. So cut down on the long balls today and don't put anybody else on base. And let's see what happens. The other part of it, the guys in the order that give Bryce the most trouble, the 5, 6, and 7 guys in the order, 3 home runs of the 4 he's hit have come from that spot in the order, and they're 8 for 14 against him. So let's see if he can cut down on those guys in the middle of the order. Well, he's ready. So are the Braves, and so is Ben Ingram.
Thank you, Joe. Let's get after it. Friday night, Braves and the Twins in Game 1 of this series. Coming up, the first pitch brought to you by Schumann Farms. Real sweet brand Vidalia onions from Schumann Farms are returning soon to a store near you. Edward Julian climbs in. Bryce Elder, the right-hander, is ready. And now for the ball game. And the first pitch swung on a fly ball to center. Drifting back. In his sights, Michael Harris makes the catch out in deep left center field. Starting up at 7:16 tonight.
83 at 7:16.
So 1 pitch and 1 down. Folks, want to remind you to cash in on the baseball action with Prize Picks, the official daily fantasy sports partner of the Atlanta Braves. Download Prize Picks, use code BRAVES and get $50 instantly when you play $5. Pitch on the way to Byron Buxton. Swung on the ground ball to third on one knee. Backhanding Riley. Throws over. Good stretch off the bag by Olsen. That's in time for the out.
I like your pace.
Yeah, 2 pitches, 2 outs. That'll work. Can't even get through all the reads in time. Because I got to tell you must be present in certain states. And visit prizepicks.com for restrictions and details. All right, now we got the baseball, or the business out of the way. We can get to the baseball of it all. 2 down. And Ty France coming up to the plate. France, the first baseman. First pitch on the way. And he actually takes a pitch. And it's in for a called strike.
And he's not happy about it. He didn't want to go up there and take. But he didn't want Elder to get out of there with a 3-pitch inning either.
0-1 pitch. There's a called strike. Quickly 0-2. Elder, the sinker, the slider, a change and a 4-seamer. 25 years old, looking to get through the inning on 5 pitches. 0-2. Just missed the inside corner. Tried that fastball low and in and missed. At a 1-2 count on Ty France. No score in the top of the first inning. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Low and outside, 2 balls, 2 strikes. That last outing for Elder, 6 innings versus the Rays. Got a loss in that game. This is his first home start of 2025. 2-2 pitch to France and a dribbler foul. Do it again with a 2-2 count. Braves out of the the first base dugout tonight wearing the home red uniform tops. White pants, navy lettering, navy numerals outlined in white. Braves across the chest on top of the navy tomahawk. Good to see the Friday night Reds. 2-2 pitch. That'll be whacked foul. Twins out of the third base dugout wearing the traveling grays, tops and pants with navy pinstripes on the gray uniforms. Navy lettering, red numerals, and Minnesota arching across the chest of their gray uniforms. All right, a 2-2 count on Ty France. Little breeze out to right field. 2-2 pitch. Check swing didn't go. Just missed with that sinker low and in. Counted 3-2 in the pitch to France. And he'll loop 1 foul. Marking into the seats down the first baseline. Still a 3-2 count. France has me thinking, look, even if I'm not successful, I need to run up the pitch count as much as I can.
Right. Still, if he can get him here in 11-pitch inning, be mighty nice.
He had 2 outs on 2 pitches. And here's the 9th pitch on the way to France, and that'll be fouled back. Twins managed by Rocco Baldelli. Winners of their last 2. And just 7-12 on the season. Here's the 3-2 pitch on the way from Elder. And he misses high. Tried a fastball and misses spot, so it's a 2-out walk. Now the 2-out walk keeps the inning alive for Trevor Larnach.
Hard to believe it's already the 7th year for Rocco Baldelli in Minnesota.
That is very hard to believe. Had a good career, great athlete. He was a multi-sport star in high school and, of course, chose the baseball route. Trevor Larnach to the plate. Takes the first pitch strike. Able to get his slider over. This Twins team, 24th in the big leagues, averaging 3.5 runs per game. The Braves with 3.4 runs per game right behind them on the list. There's the 0-1 pitch. Larnach swings and misses. That's a nice slider. But like you mentioned in our open, these two teams are 24th and 25th in the big leagues in runs scored. So 2 offenses trying to find themselves. Meanwhile, Bryce Elder looking for a shutdown top of the first inning. Time called by Larnach. Twins have had their fair share of injuries here in the first few weeks of the season. And trying to get over that speed bump. 0-2 on Larnach. Here it is from Elder. Low it inside. 1 ball and 2 strikes on Larnach. He's hitting just a $180 this season. Elder said right at the letters. And a 1-2 found off the inside of his foot. No hobble around in pain. Mentioned that the Twins have won their last 2 ball games. They just beat the Mets in back-to-back games. And it's just the 2nd time all season that they've won consecutive games. The other time was against the White Sox, April 1st and 2nd. Meanwhile, the Braves still looking to do that.
Just looking at Alex Verdugo in left field. His head was on a swivel checking out Truist Park, taking it all in. I don't care how long you played in the big leagues. You get from AAA to the big leagues, it's something.
1-2 pulled foul. Well, this is new home, so there's a lot to check out, isn't it?
There are a lot of things that you need to get used to. He's played here before, but this is home now.
No score, top of the first inning. Runner at first and 2 down. Righty-lefty matchup. And the pitch on the way to Trevor Larnach from Bryce Elder. And he misses high and outside. So he's at 18 pitches for the inning. He had 2 up and 2 down on 2 pitches. Getting Julian to fly out and Buxton to ground out. But then a walk to France. And now a 2-2 count on Larnach. There's the 2-2. Fouled off into the second deck along the first base line. If Larnach reaches, then Carlos Correa comes to the plate. He's in the on-deck circle. There's the 2-2 from Elder. And he swings, got a piece of a slider. Found it right at the feet of Sean Murphy. Just having a hard time putting anybody away these last 2 batters.
That took a pretty good bite out of Sean, too, on the foul tip.
Home plate umpire Lance Barrett takes out his whisk broom, sweeps the plate clean, and takes up space right behind Sean Murphy. 2-2 on Larnach. Left-handed hitter slugging just 197 here early on. And the 2-2 pitch from Elder. And that time he's able to get one by him. Swing and a miss as he went down and in. And he finishes off the inning with a strikeout of Larnach. So a good start by Elder. We go to the bottom of the first inning. Twins nothing, and the Braves come.
As a business owner, it's important to keep your business connected. Spectrum Business is committed to keeping your business online whenever and wherever you need us, all backed by the Spectrum Commitment. Get fast, reliable internet starting at $40 per month when bundled, or level up your internet speed and get a 3-year price guarantee. Learn how Spectrum Business can help your business stay connected at spectrum.com/business. Restrictions apply. Services not available in all areas.
Attention Florida homeowners, for 1 month only. Save big with Renewal by Andersen. Get $300 off every window and $825 off all patio doors. Plus, call now and ask about our brand new Ensemble entry door system. But hurry, this limited time offer won't last. Visit bestwindowsflorida.com today to schedule your free design consultation. That's bestwindowsflorida.com. Renewal by Andersen, your trusted window and door experts. Superior products, exceptional service. License number CGC 1527613.
Canva presents the killer of productivity. It was an ordinary workday until...
Oh no, this meeting. It could have been an email.
Run. Canva had a creative solve.
Forget email. I'll just put the info the team needs in a Canva doc, and I'll make it visual with images, charts, and graphics.
Bring productivity killers to justice with creativity. Love your work at canva.com.
If your car's been totaled in a crash, you're entitled to collect what it retails for on the lot. But if insurance companies don't offer what you deserve, we are here to keep them honest. Farah and Farah, Tampa.
Let's see if you can figure out the following baseball slang term. Today's phrase is Oppo Taco. Do you know what it means?
We're scoreless into the bottom of the first inning. It'll be Alex Verdugo, Austin Riley, and Marcell Ozuna for the Braves in the bottom of the first, facing the right-hander Chris Paddock, and here's the leather around him. Ty France is the first baseman. Edward Julian is at second. Carlos Correa at shortstop. And Brooks Lee is at third base for Minnesota. And their outfield left to right, Trevor Larnach, Byron Buxton, and Deshaun Kiersey Jr. Catcher Ryan Jeffers. Chris Paddock, the righty, on the mound. The first pitch to Alex Verdugo is in for a called strike. He's the newest Brave. He's wearing number 8 on his back. And, of course, we've seen him over the years with the Dodgers as well as the Yankees and the Red Sox. Now a Brave. 0-1 pitch. There's a ball low and outside. What are you expecting from him, not just in the lineup, but at the top of the order?
I think it's a good move by Brian to do this because nobody else is doing a good job at the top.
1-1 pitch and a fly ball out to deep left field. Trevor Larnach drifting back. He's got a bead on it. Makes the catch out in deep left. And one down. Yeah, it's kind of been a revolving door, hasn't it?
It has, just to try to find somebody that can get on a bit of a roll, just getting on base. And that just hasn't happened. Guys have been hot and cold there, but maybe if he's there for a while, he'll take to it. He's done it before.
Mm-hmm.
Hit that ball hard.
One down for Austin Riley, who takes a ball outside. Braves looking at Chris Paddock for the first time tonight. Right-hander from Cedar Park, Texas. He's 29 years old. Big, tall right-hander at 6'5". 1-0 pitch. A little bit low to Riley. Missed with a fastball. He's got a heater. He's got a changeup. He's got a slider and a curve. And when it's on, he's been outstanding. In fact, his early years in the game with the Padres, he had some great outings. 2-0 pitch, a hard hit ball to a diving Brooks Lee at third. So one third baseman robs the other, and Riley, who hit that right on the nose, has to jog back to the dugout, 2 down.
I know he had a tough day Wednesday in Toronto. Austin did. That's not the way you want to start a game, hitting one that hard and right at somebody. Nice play by Lee, but he has really been swinging the bat well.
He has been squaring some balls up. Here's Marcell Ozuna, who missed that trip to Toronto. There's a called strike. Had hip inflammation and had an issue running the bases when we were in Tampa. But that hip seems to be much better right now. 0-1 pitch is grounded out to short. Carlos Correa has it. He sends it over to first base for the out. So the Braves go down 1-2-3. We head to the top of the second. No score.
Ever wonder where the capital A in Chick-fil-A came from? It started with grit.
Connection, opportunity, possibility. It's what we all want. Spectrum has built a world where anything is possible, with products and services designed to work better together for a seamless connectivity experience. A connection to family and friends, a connection to education, and a connection to new opportunities. So there's no limit to how big we can dream. That's Life Unlimited. That's Spectrum.
Sometimes it feels like the world is moving at hyperspeed and you can't keep up because it's one thing, then another, and don't forget the meeting and the yoga class and the dinner reservation, but then you get into the all-new Nissan Murano and you feel the breeze from the panoramic moonroof while the massaging seats melt away the tension of the day. And you realize that sometimes the greatest rush is not rushing at all. Shop the all-new Murano at nissanusa.com. Panoramic moonroof massaging leather appointed seats are available features.
Upgrade with new windows. Nobody knows windows like Waunakee Remodeling. Their Renewal by Andersen windows are durable, beautiful, custom crafted, made to order, and professionally installed. Energy efficient windows from Waunakee Remodeling and Renewal by Andersen offer elegance, strength, and stability of wood with low maintenance features of vinyl. This month, buy one window or patio door, get one 40% off, plus special financing. Visit WaunakeeRemodeling.com for more details.
Canva presents your work horoscope for this week. Deadlines are in retrograde, which we all know can bring some intense energy. Our advice: fend off this forecast with Canva. Like Canva whiteboards to counter creative blocks, and Canva docs for clarity in communications. If you have any sales deals coming through, results will be in your favor with Canva presentations, manifesting many wins for you. It's a great week to love your work.
Coming to the plate for the Twins at the top of the second. Want to remind you, only the original Louisiana brand hot sauce is bold enough to be the official hot sauce of the Atlanta Braves. The original Louisiana brand hot sauce. Also the official hot sauce of the brisket nacho helmet that Joe's about to eat. That's Louisiana hot. Buy you some. There's Carlos Correa. And he grounds one out to third, past a diving Riley and down the left field line. Riley got leather on it, so it slowly trickles down the left field line, finally gathered by Verdugo. And that'll be a double by Carlos Correa.
Looked like it took a late hop on Austin to get up over the glove, even though it glanced off the glove.
That was a great effort. And to be quite honest with you, as challenging of a play as that would have been to make, it wouldn't have shocked anybody if Austin had made it.
No.
Well, that's the game's first hit. That brings Ryan Jeffers up to the plate. No score, top of the second. And the pitch on the way to Jeffers. There's a called strike. Talking about this pitching matchup tonight, Elder and Paddock. These two guys have a lot in common, both right-handed pitchers. That's the obvious. Both proud Texans. They're happy to tell you that they're from Texas. Pitch on the way to Ryan Jeffers. That'll be sent foul. They're both avid outdoorsmen and hunters. And the one place that they are not alike, Bryce a Longhorn. Paddock would have been an Aggie, but he signed with the Marlins when they drafted him. Otherwise, he was going to College Station. So they would certainly rival each other there. But a lot in common for these two right-handers that were raised about 220 miles apart. Elder from Decatur and Paddock out of Cedar Park. That'll be sent foul down the right field line. Cedar Park just north of Austin and Decatur just northwest of Dallas. And now sharing the same mound tonight. No score in the second inning. 0-2 to Jeffers. That misses low. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Elder's seen the Twins once in his career. He'd have to go back a couple of years, like Joe mentioned. He beat them in 2023. And I happen to notice that against the American League Central in Bryce's career, he's undefeated. He's had 4 starts against teams out of the American League Central. And the Braves have won all 4 of those. And Bryce himself has gone 3-0 with a 3.50 ERA. 1-2 pitch will be fouled back. I'll do it again with a 1-2 count.
Another good sign about tonight.
Looking to win this ball game and set yourself up for the rest of the series as the Braves will have Chris Sale tomorrow night, Grant Holmes on Sunday. 1-2 to Jeffers. Line drive down the left field line. That's going to roll all the way down into the corner, and that'll score Carlos Correa. He has a slow trot to the plate. Rounding second and holding there Jeffers. And it is now 1-0 Twins on the double down the left field line by the catcher Ryan Jeffers. And that backs the points you're making about the 5, 6, 7 hitters.
Yeah, unfortunately for Bryce, that's where the damage has been done so far this year. It wasn't a bad pitch. Good job by Jeffers to pull his hands in and keep it fair down the third base line, just like Correa did.
One nothing Twins. Here's Brooks Lee. Lee batting 182 on the season. Switch hitter. Swings it from the left side here versus the righty Elder. And he'll bounce one up the first base line. And rolls right down the line, staying fair the entire way. And is picked up by Olson, who steps on the bag for the out. Advancing to third base, Jeffers. And they got a runner 90 feet from the plate with one down. One down for Luke Keeschel. And the Twins very excited about Luke Keeschel making his major league debut. Infield is in. And he's looking for his first career RBI right here. First pitch from Elder. And he swings and sends one foul into the lower bowl of the stadium down the first base line. Keeschel, a right-handed hitter. And the 0-1 pitch. That'll be lifted out towards right field and will bloop down the right field line for a base hit. It drives in the run from third. And his 2-0 Twins is Luke Keeschel, the 22-year-old out of Watsonville, California, has a base hit in his first trip to the plate as a big leaguer and drives in a run.
Well, he'll never forget that. He just won't tell anybody that it only went about 107 feet.
Just a little flare down the right field line. But he's able to drive in the run. Now Deshaun Kiersey up to the plate. He's the number 9 hitter. It's 2-0 Twins. Pick off over to first base and back with a dive Keeschel. So for the rest of Keeschel's life, the city of Atlanta and Truist Park will always have a special place in his heart. First big league game, first big league hit and RBI. He's got a big lead at first base. Ball high to Deshaun Kiersey Jr. And a 1-0 count.
It's not often you get called up and make your debut as a DH, but he's still recovering from Tommy John surgery. He's normally an outfielder, second baseman.
1-0 pitch and a fly ball to center. Michael Harris going to sprint in, going out Nick Allen. This is Nick's ball, and he's got it in shallow center. Tricky play there, but the Braves shortstop covering a lot of ground to get there, and 2 down. Let me ask you a question about Michael Harris in center field tonight. There have been times where you've told me that sometimes if you're playing center, those balls right to you are the hardest ones to judge.
Yeah, your depth perception's very tough to manage there on that ball that went so high, too. The first move seems to always be back.
Pick off over to first base and back with a dive now Keeschel. It's the second part of that question I want to bring up. You just spent the last 3 games at Rogers Center in a dome stadium, and even though this is his home stadium, is it sometimes difficult to get your depth perception in a new stadium?
No doubt about it.
There goes the runner. Pitch on the way is a strike. Throw down to second base is not in time. Keeschel knocking out a list of first right here. It's his first steal.
Yeah, Michael's played plenty of games here to know how this park plays and everything, but being outside, not in a dome, eyes are going to have to adjust a little bit.
2-0 Twins. We're in the top of the second. 2 down for Edouard Julien. Elder's 35th pitch of the game finds its mark. Fastball in there for a strike. Two runs on 3 hits for the Twins. No runs, no hits for the Braves as we're early in this one. Elder checks the runner. 0-2 pitch. A little bit low. 1 ball and 2 strikes on Edouard Julien. He flied out to center field back in the first inning. Showing a little bit more patience here. Elder's 1-2. Slap foul over the Twins dugout. Bryce tried the changeup that time. It was still 1-2 on Julien. 2. And a fly ball to left field. Coming in, Alex Verdugo spreading in, makes a chest-high catch. And that's out number 3. The Twins do some damage as they started off with Correa's double, and altogether they collect 2 runs on 3 hits. We head to the bottom of the second, 2-0 Minnesota.
Shooting drills. A coach who knows the game can teach their team how to improve, but one who genuinely cares about each player.
You have what it takes. We got this.
Can inspire.
Attention Florida homeowners, for 1 month only. Save big with Renewal by Andersen. Get $300 off every window and $825 off all patio doors. Plus, call now and ask about our brand new Ensemble entry door system. But hurry, this limited time offer won't last. Visit bestwindowsflorida.com today to schedule your free design consultation. That's bestwindowsflorida.com. Renewal by Andersen, your trusted window and door experts. Superior products, exceptional service. License number CGC 1527613.
Canva presents a work love story like no other. Meet Productivity. She's all business.
The Canva doc is done.
Creativity is more of a free thinker.
Whiteboard brainstorm.
They're worlds apart, but sometimes opposites attract. Thanks to Canva.
The data is in the deck.
And now it's an animated graph.
Canva, where productivity meets creativity. Now showing on computer screens everywhere. Love your work at canva.com.
Don't miss your chance to spring into deals at Lowe's. Right now, get a free 60-volt Toro battery when you purchase a select 60-volt Toro electric mower. Plus, buy 3 19.3-ounce vegetable and herb Bonnie plants for just $10. It's time to give your yard a grow-up. Lowe's. We help. You save. Valid through 4/23. Selection varies by location. While supplies last. Discount taken at time of purchase. Actual plant size and selection varies by location. Excludes Alaska and Hawaii.
If your car's been totaled in a crash, you're entitled to collect what it retails for on the lot. But if insurance companies don't offer what you deserve, we are here to keep them honest. Farah and Farah, Tampa.
Guess which baseball player or manager is at the plate?
Just trying to stay on that pitch, and once I took the changeup 2-1 or 1-2, whatever it was, I knew he was going to come with his heater. It's his best pitch, so just try to...
Cards. And you can enter the Toyota Stolen Base Challenge by visiting Braves.com/Stolen Base Challenge. Olson, Albies, and Murphy for the Braves versus Paddock here in the bottom of the second. Telling you about Chris Paddock, right-hander on the mound for the Twins tonight. Pitch on the way to Olson, in for a called strike. They list him at 6'5", 217. So very tall and lean. There's the 0-1 pitch on the way to Matt Olson. And 0-1 foul on the first baseline. You like his fashion choices with his socks, don't you?
Yeah, I like those stirrup socks. Plus, he's got stripes on the socks. And if I were a pitcher, I'd do the same thing. Anything that might take your eye off my arm and the pitch.
Like a couple of barber poles under his knees.
Yeah.
Here's the 0-2 pitch. That'll miss outside, 1-2.
Riley hit the first pitch, didn't he?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's his Achilles heel. First pitches, he's been getting hit pretty hard.
1-2 to Olson, up and away. Well, if you look at the exit velocities in the first inning, while the Braves went down 1-2-3, Riley's ball was 99. Verdugo's ball was 101. They were squaring it up, just had nothing to show for it. There's the 2-2 to Olson, and he'll strike one hard but foul up into the third deck.
First pitches against hitters that have put the ball in play. They're now 5 for 11 with a double and a homer. So it might pay to be aggressive against this guy.
That sounds like a good plan. 2-2 to Olson. Low and inside, 3-2. Paddock on the season, you look at his numbers, you wouldn't think much about him. He's 0-2 with a 9.49 ERA, but his first start really nuked his ERA. Gave up 9 earned runs in 3 1/3 innings against the White Sox of all teams. There's the 3-2 pitch on the way to Olson. And Matt with a high fly ball deep down the left field line, slicing foul and out of play. Last outing for Paddock, 5 innings against the Tigers. Gave up just 2 runs on 2 hits. But altogether, he's allowed 15 runs. 13 earned in 13 1/3 innings this season. Payoff pitch inside and a leadoff walk. Olson now to first base. That brings Ozzie Albies up to the plate. Paddock's had really good numbers against the Braves in his career, but we've not seen him in a while. He's 2-0 with a 1.64 career ERA and 2 starts versus the Braves, but one of them was in 2019, the other in 2021. Pitch on the way to Ozzie. That is high and outside.
First time he's faced the Braves as a Twin. Those outings you were talking about were some really good outings we saw while he was with San Diego.
Yeah, early in his career with the Padres, he looked like he was going to be a stud. There's a 1-0 pitch. Ozzie fouls one back. He was originally an 8th-round pick of the Marlins in 2015. Was traded to the Padres in 2016. Spent 3 years with San Diego. Then he was traded to the Twins in 2022 and a 4-player deal. And this is his 4th season with the Twins. Right-hander Chris Paddock. 1-1 to Ozzie. And he'll swing and send one foul over by the Braves dugout. 2 runs on 3 hits for the Twins. No runs, no hits for the Braves. We're in the bottom of the second. Ozzie batting .239 on the year. One-two pitch. A swing and a high towering fly ball to right. Deshaun Kiersey looking up into the Atlanta sky, and in medium depth right field makes the catch. So one away here in the second inning. Sean Murphy will climb in. Saw some really good things on the road trip out of Murphy. Got those glasses now so he can see a lot better. Said that he didn't even know that he couldn't see very well.
I love that.
I probably threw those glasses on and thought, you're telling me I could have seen like this all along? There's a comebacker taken by Paddock. Triggers to second. Julian's there. And Julian's throw to first is high of his target, Ty France. And that keeps the Braves out of what would have been an inning-ending double play.
Julian had forever, and he took forever. He caught the ball from Paddock behind second base, walked up, stepped on the bag, and then just launched one. Too much time to think about it, I guess.
Yeah. France isn't the biggest target over there, but he still had plenty of time. And just threw too tall for Ty France. Fielder's choice. Here's Michael Harris. Runner at first, 2 down. Michael takes the ball up and in.
Those are the kind of plays that have been plaguing the Braves, where they give a team an extra out and somebody always makes Atlanta pay. Let's see if Michael can turn the tables on them.
Michael certainly do. Here's the 1-0 pitch on the way to Michael Harris. Harris takes a called strike. Michael had one of the biggest base hits of the road trip with his 2-run home run late in the win against the Rays. And that's the last time he got a base hit. He's over his last 15. Count level at a ball and a strike. All right, here it is from Paddock. Up and in with a close shave. This with a fastball at 94. 2 balls and a strike. Comfortable breeze out to right field. Crowd getting bigger and bigger as we progress here in the first few innings of this game. It's 2-0 Twins here in the bottom of the second. And the 2-1 pitch. No problem there. Fastball on the inner third for a called strike. So 2-2 on Harris. His average at 179. And slugging 299. 2-2 pitch. Sent foul into the second deck along the left field line. Well, I can already tell you, even though the Braves are trailing 2-0, I can already tell you what I like about this game so far. Hopefully Michael Harris keeps it alive. Here's the 2-2 pitch. He sends one foul. Look, Michael fighting to hang alive, but no strikeouts yet. That's coming off a game where they struck out 19 times 2 days ago.
Good point. Very good point. And there's some history attached to that.
Not the good kind, I'm guessing.
Negative.
Harris awaits. 2-2 pitch. And a ground ball out to short. Correa backhands, wings it across, low throw, and it skips by France. Dashing to third base, Sean Murphy. Harris holds it first, and France can't scoop anything over there. He's had one in the dirt, he's had one over his head, and they're making him work hard over there. That'll be an E6 on Correa.
There was some question as to whether or not Correa would play tonight. He suffered an injured wrist a couple of days ago on a swing and had to come out of a game. And I wonder if that's bothering him. I'm pretty sure the injured wrist, though, was his left wrist, not his throwing hand.
E6 throwing error, E6 on the throw.
Yeah, that's a good point. Should not have affected that throw, but either way, a bad throw. Here's Nick Allen. First pitch to Nick is high. We got a chance right here. Braves went 0 for 9 with 7 strikeouts with runners in scoring position Wednesday as they dropped the series in Toronto. 1-0 to Nick Allen. Strike on the inside corner. And for the Braves, their 184 average with runners in scoring position is 27th out of 30 major league teams. But a chance to improve that number with a base hit right here. Michael Harris, the runner at first. Sean Murphy over at third base. And Nick Allen looking at a 1-1 count. Batting 8th in the order tonight. And the 1-1 pitch. Missed outside. Ryan Jeffers tried to frame it, but Lance Barrett, home plate umpire, did not raise his right hand. So a 2-1 count. Allen's had some good ABs early in the season. He's batting .306. He's driven in 1 run. And Sean Murphy at third base looking for a lift home. Pick off over to first. He almost threw that away. Well, they're making Ty France work his tail off over there.
He doesn't know whether to jump or dive. He is all over the place. This keeps up, he's going to need a bigger glove.
There's good lead at first. And the 2-1 pitch to Allen. Check swing in for a called strike. They list France at 5'11". That might be a bit of a stretch.
Yeah. I'm not buying that one.
Not the biggest target at first base. 2 balls and 2 strikes on Allen. Trying to keep the inning alive. 2-2 from Paddock. Check swing. They appeal. He did not go as they checked in with first base umpire Carlos Torres. So now you got an action count. Harris can take off right here. And with his wheels, if Allen could plug a gap, that could mean a tie game. It'd mean at least 1 run. Braves down 2-0, but that could change right here. Harris a big lead. There he goes. 3-2. Swung on, hit deep down the right field line, but slicing foul right into the lower bowl of the stadium.
I'm surprised they're holding Michael at first. I'm surprised that France is not playing behind him, given that Nick Allen's not a power hitter, not likely to pull the ball. Might give him a little more range over there if Nick does hit the ball to the right side.
3-2. A called third strike. Hit the outside corner with a fastball on a pitch that Allen thought was ball 4. Well, that was a good pitch by Paddock. So the Braves strand him at first and third. We played 2 innings. We go to the top of the third. 2-0 Twins.
If you're a working electrician, you've got 2 options.
Attention Florida homeowners, for 1 month only. Save big with Renewal by Andersen. Get $300 off every window and $825 off all patio doors. Plus, call now and ask about our brand new Ensemble entry door system. But hurry, this limited time offer won't last. Visit bestwindowsflorida.com today to schedule your free design consultation. That's bestwindowsflorida.com. Renewal by Andersen, your trusted window and door experts. Superior products, exceptional service. License number CGC 1527613.
And we're back with Canva Presents Secret Sounds Work Edition. Caller, guess this sound.
It's a mouse click.
So close. That's actually publishing a website with Canva Docs. Next caller.
Definitely a mouse click.
Nice try. It was sorting 100 sticky notes with a Canva whiteboard. We also would have accepted resizing a Canva video into 10 different sizes.
What? No way.
Yes way. 1 click can go a long way. Love your work at Canva.com.
Don't miss your chance to spring into deals at Lowe's. Right now, get a free 60-volt Toro battery when you purchase a select 60-volt Toro electric mower. Plus, buy 3 19.3-ounce vegetable and herb Bonnie plants for just $10. It's time to give your yard a grow-up. Lowe's. We help. You save. Valid through 4/23. Selection varies by location. While supplies last. Discount taken at time of purchase. Actual plant size and selection varies by location. Excludes Alaska and Hawaii.
If you're in a slip and fall accident, time is not on your side. Stores have video footage that's crucial evidence in your case. You've got to act quickly. Call Farah and Farah so we can preserve it before it disappears. Tampa.
You love to make the most of your time on the road, Leo, by hitting up all of the local hotspots outside of the ballpark.
House with Xfinity. It's great to have you with us tonight, wherever you're tuning in from. And if you're listening the old-fashioned way on the radio, we appreciate it. But we know a lot of you out there have our audio overlaid on the Apple TV telecast. And great to have you part of our listening audience as well. Byron Buxton leads off for the Twins. And he'll take a ball low from Bryce Elder. You know, you think about the Braves and the Twins, and if you've been a fan of Braves baseball for a long time, immediately your mind drifts to 1991. How could it not? 1-0 pitch on the way, and there's a fly ball to deep left field. Alex Verdugo going to go back to the warning track, throws up his glove, and able to reel it in. Just poured gently going into the left field wall. Track that one well. Right now, let's pause 10 seconds for station identification on the Braves Radio Network.
Never miss a pitch of the Braves.
WCNN North Atlanta, a Dickey broadcasting station.
The Fan, and streaming free on the Fan app.
2-0 Twins, top of the third. Here's Ty France, who walked in the first inning. Bryce Elder at 40 pitches, 30 strikes. And his first pitch in there to Ty France. I think back on that series sometimes in 91, and even to this day, I marvel at how competitive that series was. 0-1 pitch misses low. 7 games. Home team won every game. There were 3 games that went to extra innings in that 91 World Series, and 5 of the 7 were decided by 1 run. There's the 1-1 pitch to Ty France. That'll be fouled off.
I tell you what, there was some excitement in there too along the way with things like Kent Herbeck lifting up Ronnie Gantt's leg on a pickoff at first and Ronnie being called out.
1 ball and 2 strikes, and the pitch to France, and it gets a swing and a miss, and he just turned France into French toast with that slider.
A lot of close plays at home plate, including catchers being just run over.
Yeah. That was an amazing series. And here's the interesting thing about that series. That 1991 World Series championship stands as the last championship appearance by a Minnesota team across Major League Baseball, the NFL, NBA, and NHL, ball outside. That's easily the longest active drought for a metro area with a team in each of the 4 leagues. That's the last time they were in a championship series in any of those sports. There's a called strike. Vikings certainly had some close calls, but no Super Bowl appearances in that span. There's the 1-1. Larnach rocks one deep right field on the rise to the chop house and gone. Trevor Larnach with his first home run of the season. Comes with 2 down and the base is empty. And it's 3-0 Twins.
There's that long ball again, burning Bryce Elder from a guy who hadn't hit one all year, but that was a missile.
Twins 3, Braves nothing. That brings Correa up to the plate. It was Correa's double that kick-started their motor an inning ago. Elder back to work. First pitch looked like a pretty good fastball, but he doesn't get the call. 1 ball and no strikes. One 1-0 pitch. Same place. Looked like a good pitch. Doesn't get the call. 2-0. So that top of the zone not open for business, at least right now, for Lance Barrett, the home plate umpire. Pitch misses up and in. Miss with a changeup. 3-0. Elder working quickly. 3-0 to Correa. and he takes a strike. Braves in the bottom of the inning will have Kelenic, Verdugo, and Riley due up, currently trailing 3-0. That home run that Larnach just took into the chop house came off his bat at 112 miles an hour and went 407 feet.
Yeah, it was scorched.
3-1 to Correa. Big swing and a miss. That slider's been a good pitch for him here in the inning. Trying to get one by Correa one more time and close the book on the Twins in the top of the third. Elders 3-2. Low and outside with a slider. Went with it, but when it wasn't tempting enough for Correa to pull the trigger. 2-out walk. And here comes Ryan Jeffers. And here comes Rick Kranitz, Braves pitching coach, to have a chat with Bryce Elder, slow him down a little bit. He always works quick, but he's really moving quickly tonight.
Yes, he is. Larnach, who hit the home runs from a area of California near where Randy Johnson grew up and came from, Walnut Creek, not far from San Francisco. That brings me to what we were talking about a minute ago, a little history. When the Braves struck out 19 times in a game at Milwaukee at Miller Park on a day game, sun gleaming through those windows above the first base line, Ben Sheet struck out 19 that day. Well, the Braves went home, had a day off, and then the next game at Turner Field, they faced Randy Johnson, and he threw a perfect game and struck out 13. So let's hope that history does not repeat itself.
It's a rough week for a hitting coach.
Yeah.
3-0 Twins. Here's Ryan Jeffers. And Jeffers takes first pitch strike. Twins scored twice in the second, once here in the third. They've got a runner at first base, 2 down. Braves had a chance in the bottom of the second, but stranded runners at the corners. 0-1 to Jeffers. A little low. 1 ball, 1 strike. One pitch, low and outside.
Ben, one of the things that Bryce has got something good working any night he starts is getting ground balls. So far, only 2 ground ball outs.
Two-one pitch. A little bit low and outside. So maybe the sinker not doing what he wants it to?
Not doing what it wants it to. And for Brian Snitker, he said before the game, just hopes he has his good sinker working.
That's his best friend when he's got it going. Here's the 3-1 pitch. Tapper fouled on the third baseline. By the way, I just had to look it up. He mentioned that the Braves struck out 19 times in that game against the Brewers. Randy Johnson had 13 strikeouts.
Yeah.
My goodness.
Yeah, on top of the perfect game. Eddie Perez was the last hope for the Braves, and he went down swinging.
Team struck out 32 times in back-to-back games. Runner goes 3-2 to Jeffers and softly tapped out to third, charging Riley. Nice exchange, throws high, but Olsen able to jump up into the air, bring it down, and apply the tag to the belly of the incoming Ryan Jeffers for out number 3. So a home run by Trevor Larnach gives the Twins another run. We head to the bottom of the third, 3-0 Minnesota.
Steel deals are happening now.
Attention Florida homeowners, for 1 month only, save big with Renewal by Andersen. Get $300 off every window and $825 off all patio doors. Plus, call now and ask about our brand new Ensemble entry door system. But hurry, this limited time offer won't last. Visit bestwindowsflorida.com today to schedule your free design consultation. That's bestwindowsflorida.com. Renewal by Andersen, your trusted window and door experts. Superior products, exceptional service. License number CGC 1527613.
Canva presents a work love story like no other. Meet Productivity. She's all business.
The Canva doc is done.
Creativity is more of a free thinker.
Whiteboard brainstorm.
Their world worlds apart, but sometimes opposites attract. Thanks to Canva.
The data is in the deck.
And now it's an animated graph.
Canva, where productivity meets creativity. Now showing on computer screens everywhere. Love your work at canva.com.
Sometimes it feels like the world is moving at hyperspeed and you can't keep up because it's one thing then another. And don't forget the meeting and the yoga class and the dinner reservation. But then you get into the all-new Nissan Murano and you feel the breeze from the panoramic moonroof while the massaging seats melt away the tension of the day. And you realize that sometimes the greatest rush is not rushing at all. Shop the all-new Murano at nissanusa.com. Panoramic moonroof massaging leather appointed seats are available features.
Life doesn't stop after you've been involved in a car accident. You've got things to do and places to be. If your car is damaged, call Farah & Farah anytime, 7 days a week. Farah & Farah, Tampa.
You love to make the most of your time on the road, Leo, by hitting up all of the local hotspots outside of the ballpark. You
did. Another good sign for tonight.
You got, what, second place in the bracket, NCAA tournament bracket?
I did. I thought I had that baby wrapped up until Duke choked at the end of the Houston game.
You look like you just robbed an ATM.
Yeah.
Here's Jared Koenig.
Feeling good, Billy Ray.
Koenig swings and misses, 0-1. 3 runs, 4 hits for the Twins. No runs, no hits for the Braves. Koenig trying to change that right here. A big bouncer out to second. Julian will come along, scoop, underhand toss, and one down here in the third inning. Folks, you need all the energy you can get for game day. And at Georgia Power, we know that energy costs are an important part of every budget, and we're committed to providing tools and assistance to make a difference so you can save more energy for the game. Learn more at georgiapower.com/myenergy.
Ty France able to handle that underhand toss over there to him, so he appreciated it.
It's by far the easiest one he's got tonight. There's a ball to Alex Verdugo. One-0 pitch. And Verdugo takes a ball outside. One final to this point in the big leagues. It looks like it was the Bears and the Cardinals in football. This was the Cubs and the Diamondbacks. They had a slugfest today. 2-0 pitch misses. Cubs beat the Diamondbacks 13-11.
Oh, wind was blowing out at Wrigley, wasn't it?
Yeah. Nats and Rockies postponed in Denver. And that's part of our scoreboard. Delivered to you by Saia LTL Freight. 3-0 pitch in for a called strike. Saia LTL Freight, the official freight carrier of the Atlanta Braves.
Cubs have been playing well.
Sure have. In first place there in the Central. 3-1 to Verdugo, and he'll hit one hard out towards center field. Byron Buxton in line with it, makes a chest-high catch. And 2 away here in the third inning.
There's 2 hard-hit balls by Verdugo.
Phillies are hosting the Marlins, and the Phillies lead 6-0 in the 5th inning. And the Mets are trailing the Cardinals 2-0. That game's in the 4th inning. Quick look around the National League East. 2 down for Riley. 3-0 Twins in the 3rd. Riley takes a ball outside.
Cardinals been playing better too, and we'll see them next.
Riley takes a ball high. Paddock missed with a slider.
Ben, how do you feel nowadays, now that the DH is part of the fabric of baseball for both leagues?
There's a 2-0 to Riley. The swing and foul went off.
Braves just played Tampa Bay, just played Toronto, now playing Minnesota. Do you feel like it is a different matchup when you're playing the American League versus a National League team?
Not like it used to. Here's a 2-1 pitch. That's in for a called strike. I mean, used to you felt like the American League, you get them face teams that are loading up to play for a 3-run homer every single night.
Mm-hmm.
2 balls and 2 strikes. And here it is to Riley. And he swings and misses at a fastball. And the Braves go down to 1-2-3. I got another part of that answer I want to give to you when we come back. Way to the top of the 4th, 3-0 Twins.
Attention Florida homeowners, for 1 month only, save big with Renewal by Anderson. Get $300 off every window and $825 off all patio doors. Plus, call now and ask about our brand new Ensemble entry door system. But hurry, this limited time offer won't last. Visit bestwindowsflorida.com today to schedule your free design consultation. That's bestwindowsflorida.com. Renewal by Anderson, your trusted window and door experts. Superior products, exceptional service. License number CGC 1527613.
Canva presents your work horoscope for this week. Deadlines are in retrograde, which we all know can bring some intense energy. Our advice: fend off this forecast with Canva. Like Canva whiteboards to counter creative blocks, and Canva docs for clarity in communications. If you have any sales deals coming through, results will be in your favor with Canva presentations, manifesting many wins for you. It's a great week to love your work at canva.com.
Sometimes it feels like the world is moving at hyperspeed and you can't keep up because it's one thing then another. And don't forget the meeting and the yoga class and the dinner reservation. But then you get into the all-new Nissan Murano and you feel the breeze from the panoramic moonroof while the massaging seats melt away the tension of the day. And you realize that sometimes the greatest rush is not rushing at all. Shop the all-new Murano at nissanusa.com. Panoramic moonroof massaging leather appointed seats are available features.
If your car's been totaled in a crash, you're entitled to collect what it retails for on the lot. But if insurance companies don't offer what you deserve, we are here to keep them honest. Farah and Farah.
Tampa.
Great moments in baseball have been broadcast on the radio since 1921.
Smith corks one into right down the line. It may go. Go crazy, folks. Go crazy.
Okay. What venues will we have the DH? What venues will we not? Where they'll have to play by National League rules? And it still felt like that the leagues were two pretty distinct, different leagues even then.
Yeah.
Now it doesn't feel that way to me.
It felt foreign when you played an American League team, no matter which park you were in. At least for me, it was just a foreign team.
Yeah. Brooks Lee, the batter. Well, there's a called strike.
Needless to say, in spring training, when you see the Twins, 3 or 4 times, you see Tampa Bay 3 or 4 times, you're pretty familiar with them.
Well, 1 low and in.
So it's certainly not foreign when you run into those guys, even though it's a different league.
I do enjoy interleague play. I like seeing all these players in these different ballparks. There's a ball low and outside. I mean, otherwise, when would we have a chance to work some of these other stadiums in the other league? And I like seeing the stars of the other league and knowing that there's a ball low and inside. If there's a standout player in the other league, you're going to see them every single year. I think that's cool. But the one thing that I do miss about when the leagues were separate was the mystery of what it would look like in the World Series.
Agreed, 100% on that.
3-1 just missed, and it's a leadoff walk to Brooks Lee. Because that was the great unknown. I mean, you're watching maybe 2, 3, 4 teams all summer that look like they've separated themselves from the rest of that league. But what are they going to look like against the best from the other league? That was always fun.
I'm with you.
Three walks for Bryce Elder. Here's Luke Keeschel making his debut tonight. Takes the ball high. In his first big league at bat, he was able to dunk one down the right field line. Little flare that way. Drove in a run. Stole a base. So his first hit, RBI, and steal all came in his first trip to the plate. Here's the 1-0 on the way to Keeschel. And he'll send one foul. Fourth inning means it's the Tidal Wave Auto Spa inning. And Tidal Wave Auto Spa is making Braves country clean car country all season long. And if the Braves pitch a scoreless fourth inning tonight, Tidal Wave will offer half off their Best Wash membership tomorrow. Learn more at TidalWaveAutoSpa.com/Braves. Pitch on the way to Keeschel. Ground ball fair down the left field line past a diving Riley. It bangs into the sidewall. Karams out there to Verdugo. First to third for Lee. It's a double by Keeschel. And he's already off to a night that he'll never forget. He's 2 for 2.
It ain't that easy, kid.
has gone walk and a double from the 7 and 8 hitters. And here's Deshaun Kiersey. 3 runs on 5 hits for the Twins. No runs, no hits for the Braves. Infield is in. Kiersey takes a ball high.
That's the 3rd double in 4 innings right down the third base line.
Left-handed hitting, Deshaun Kiersey. 1-0 pitch and a bouncer out to Riley. He leaps, now comes to the plate, and they have got him by a mile. They cut down Brooks Lee at the plate. Nice play by Austin. That hopper out there to him. He was able to leap up into the air, come down to the ground, square up, and deliver a good throw to the plate. And now the Twins going to come out and check on Brooks Lee.
He got a head full of shin guard. Might have busted his lip, getting wiped off by the trainer. But as you have always been taught, Ben, Jonathan, as you learned when you were first playing ball, you do not go into home plate head first.
That's right.
Even with the rule change where the catcher cannot block home plate, you're just asking for it when you go in there face first.
Lee got his nose bloodied, so they had a towel up to his nose. That'll make that the Truist play of the game. Brought to you by Truist. When you work with someone who knows a lot and cares even more, you're unstoppable. Leaders in banking, unwavering in care. Truist Bank, member FDIC. Keisha went second to third. Kiersey down to first, so they're at the corners with 1 down.
You go in face first against a big league catcher, you're asking for it.
Yeah, sometimes you do that. You're lucky just to have a bloody nose.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you might be losing a few teeth.
Right.
Well, now would be a really good time to deliver a good sinker to Julian. You're talking about how when Elder's on, he's getting the ball on the ground, and now would be a great time for a double play. But Julian will be a really tough one to double up. Leadoff man, left-handed hitter. 0 for 2 with a couple of flyouts. 3-0 Twins in the top of the 4th. Pitch on the way to Julian. And there's a strike on the outside corner. This guy grew up in Quebec City, Canada. And Julian spoke only French and did not know any English until he moved south to play baseball at Auburn. Runner at first goes. Pitch swung on and fouled off. Got a piece of it. And Kiersey will head back to first base. It's an 0-2 count. And the humorous part of that is when he started his college career, he did not know any English. And the coaches at Auburn would be talking to him and asking him questions, and all he would say back was, yes, yes. That's all he knew.
That's all he needed to know.
Yeah. Oh, 0-2 on Julian. Pitch on the way. Low and outside. Missed with a changeup.
I'm sure he went to college and majored in French, right?
I'd imagine so. Rafael Montero now tossing in the bullpen. It's 3-0 Twins are in the 4th. Pickoff over to first and back in with a dive now to Deshaun Kiersey. Can you imagine growing up in Quebec and then moving to Auburn?
Nope. Nope. Or going the other way either.
Yeah.
Tell you what, Quebec City's a beautiful, beautiful place, though.
Kiersey goes. 1-2 is high. Throw down to second base. And that's not in time. Stolen base for Deshaun Kiersey. Then puts a runner at second and another at third. I'm just thinking about him going to his first Auburn football game.
Oh, my.
And just being overwhelmed with SEC football.
Going out there to Toomer's Corners and saying, we're going to do what?
2-2 to Julian. And a fly ball towards center. Michael Harris, medium depth center field. He's under it. Tagging at third base, Keishel. Catch is made. Throw comes to the plate. Close play, but not in time. Just a tick late. And Keishel goes in with a head first slide. And it's 4-0 Twins. Franco did the best he could to get his momentum coming to the plate. But Keishel having a great debut. That's his first run scored. Kiersey staying put at second base. Here's Byron Buxton with 2 down. Buxton swings and misses at a first pitch slider. Four nothing Twins. 0-1 from Elder. Lifted foul down to our right. And out of play 0-2.
Ben, I don't know what it's going to be. I don't know when it's going to be. But something's going to happen for this team that's going to turn the tide and get things going in the direction they want and that people expected.
0-2 pitch. Missed inside 1-2.
They're too good. Lineup's too good. It's so much better than what we're seeing right now.
I guess the silver lining right now is where we are on the calendar. 1-2, a swing and a miss. Able to strike him out, going down and in, and getting the swing and miss from Buxton. But another run for the Twins, this time on the sac fly by Edward Julian. We go to the bottom of the 4th inning, 4-0 Minnesota.
Meanwhile, at Xfinity.
We engineered Xfinity Internet with 99.99% network reliability.
Plus, Xfinity.
Attention Florida homeowners, for 1 month only. Save big with Renewal by Andersen. Get $300 off every window and $825 off all patio doors. Plus, call now and ask about our brand new Ensemble entry door system. But hurry, this limited time offer won't last. Visit bestwindowsflorida.com today to schedule your free design consultation. That's bestwindowsflorida.com. Renewal by Andersen, your trusted window and door experts. Superior products, exceptional service. License number CGC 1527613.
Canva presents your work horoscope for this week. Deadlines are in retrograde, which we all know can bring some intense energy. Our advice: fend off this forecast with Canva. Like Canva whiteboards to counter creative blocks, and Canva docs for clarity in communications. If you have any sales deals coming through, results will be in your favor with Canva presentations, manifesting many wins for you. It's a great week to love your work at canva.com.
Sometimes it feels like the world is moving at hyperspeed and you can't keep up because it's one thing then another, and don't forget the meeting and the yoga class and the dinner reservation, but then you get into the all-new Nissan Murano and you feel the breeze from the panoramic moonroof while the massaging seats melt away the tension of the day. And you realize that sometimes the greatest rush is not rushing at all. Shop the all-new Murano at nissanusa.com. Panoramic moonroof massaging leather appointed seats are available features.
If you're in a slip and fall accident, time is not on your side. Stores have video footage that's crucial evidence in your case. You've got to act quickly. Call Farah and Farah so we can preserve it before it disappears. Tampa.
You love to make the most of your time on the road, Leo, by hitting up all of the local hotspots outside of the ballpark.
They've had 3 base runners, a walk, a fielder's choice, and an error. And maybe Marcell Ozuna can find a way to get it going right here versus the right-hander Chris Paddock, who has put together 3 no-hit innings. He's given up 1 walk and has 2 strikeouts. Ozuna hitting 300 on the nose, and the first pitch he sees is a called strike. Fastball 94 from Paddock. He's got the bright red cleats, Paddock does, and a powder blue glove fanned out in front of his face. 0-1 pitch, a strike on the outside corner. Marcell not so sure. Turns his head and double checks with Lance Barrett. The 0-2. Low and outside, 1 ball, 2 strikes.
I'm fascinated by Paddock when he does have to work out of the stretch. He holds the glove in front of his face like he's robbing a bank when he's getting the sign.
1-2, swung on, miss. Got him with a high fastball. Expanded the zone there. And that's his 3rd strikeout. Going back to the point you were making about something somewhere along the way turning the tide for the Braves. And I look at where we are on the calendar. It's April the 18th. And to me, that's the best part of it all, is knowing you have lots of time to figure it out. But at the same time, you don't want to be waiting forever. There's a called strike.
I said to someone today or yesterday, I was asked about, can they dig out of this hole?
Well, what Olson found back 0-2.
And I said, yes, absolutely they can. And I wouldn't call this a hole just yet, but you can see it from here. And that's the kind of hole that you're in, where you can't play well enough the rest of the season to get in the postseason. We're far from that point.
Nothing in 2 on Olson. And the pitch on the way, struck down the left field line and foul. Well, you just started looking at the record, and it's currently 5-13. And start thinking, well, even if you went on a heater right now, you'd have to do that just to get back to even.
And I think that's what your short-term goal is. Win, shorter term, win tonight, then win tomorrow. And then when you do get to 500, then see where you are in the calendar and see what you got to do from that point. It's got to be small steps here in the beginning, and something's got to happen to shake it up.
The 0-2 pitch. Olson sends one foul. Well, the worst 18-game start by teams in a season who eventually made the postseason, the 1914 Boston Braves, actually started 3-14-1. There's the 0-2 pitch. Olson fouls one back. They were 3-14-1 through 18 games. They went 68-19 in their final 91 games.
Wow.
And then swept the Athletics in the World Series. And the other team, the 1951 New York Giants. 2 to Olson. Olson fouls one off. The 51 Giants were 5-13 through 18 games, just like the Braves. And then they went 50-12 in the final 62 games. And they beat the Dodgers in the 3-game tiebreaker to win the pennant. Bobby Thompson. And then they were, I believe, swept by the Yankees in the World Series. No, they lost to the Yankees in the World Series. By the way, they're going to come out and check on home plate umpire Lance Barrett. That foul ball got a piece of him.
Yeah, I got him right square in the mask.
Braves trainer George Poulos out there. So here's the thing. The players aren't thinking about that. They're not thinking, okay, what's the worst start for teams that eventually made the postseason? But it's things that we talk about. I mean, the game's filled with, we keep track of everything in this game. And it is interesting to compare and contrast, given the expectations that we had for this team coming into the season, compared to where they stand through 18 games.
Well, I'll stand by the fact that they have had a brutal opening schedule. They have played the Padres, the Dodgers, the Phillies, Tampa Bay, Toronto, all outstanding teams that a lot of people expect to.
2 to Olson is outside.
Perhaps make the World Series in their league. So that has not been easy, and only 5 home games has not been easy.
Yeah.
And as Brian Snitker pointed out, that previous homestand,
1-2 is outside,
included taking 2 out of 3 from the Phillies.
Right.
So all is not lost, as you point out. Look at the calendar.
Yeah, 143 games left after tonight.
Almost 2 weeks left in April.
2-2 and Olson with a fly ball down the left field line, deep but foul. That becomes a souvenir.
What I don't like is to hear people say, yeah, well, just wait until Ronald Acuna comes back. Oh, no, we can't do that.
Yeah.
We got to play now. Got a lot of games between now and then.
2-2 low and in. Well, it'd be a great feat if you could find a way to get back to 500 by that time.
Even if you're close.
Twins 4, Braves nothing. We're in the bottom of the 4th inning. Bases empty, 1 down. And the 3-2 to Olson. And a big healthy cut and a miss at a slider for strike 3. Back-to-back strikeouts by Paddock. That's his 4th of the game. 2 down for Ozzie Albies. Paddock has had 2 1-2-3 innings, and he's on the hunt for another one right here. Ozzie's 0 for 1 with a flyout, and he'll take a ball low. Big Friday night crowd. Braves looking to give them something to roar about right here. 1-0 pitch, a ground ball, ramps off the mound, giving ground Correa. Backhands, long throw, close play, not in time. Honestly, Correa did a fantastic job just to make it a play over there at first base with that wicked hop out to him. But Ozzie digging it out, and he's aboard. Keeps the inning alive, and that'll be the first base hit of the game for the Braves.
Not only was he not able to get a lot on the throw, he had to turn the wrong way to try to get rid of it, did Correa. Good hustle by Ozzie, as he said.
Here's Sean Murphy. 4 home runs in the short time he's been back. First pitch from Paddock. There's a ball outside. First time that they've been able to collect a hit off of Paddock, but it comes with 2 down. 1-0 pitch, and Murphy drives one high, but foul down the right field line and up into the second deck of the stadium. Man, he's got a violent swing, doesn't he?
Yes.
Man, when he connects, he can do lots of damage. And we've seen that since he's come back from the fractured rib. 1-1 to Murphy, and he strokes one in the left field. Base hit. Turned that one around and blistered it through the left side in between Correa and Lee. And back-to-back 2-out singles.
Do you remember what a good high ball, fastball hitter Kurt Suzuki was?
Yeah.
Sean Murphy's a little like that. He's a good high ball, fastball hitter. And last year he had the same violent swing. We just didn't realize he couldn't see what he was swinging at.
Here comes Pete Mackey, pitching coach for the Twins. Struck out the first 2 batters of the inning, then back-to-back singles. And now it's Michael Harris up to the plate. Michael's got to get it turned around at some point. I mean, you look at a guy who's 0 for his last 16. You got to say the odds are good that sooner than later he's going to turn it around.
One would think so. I don't know what just happened or what the Twins saw from the dugout, but their bullpen is scrambling around all of a sudden.
Chris Paddock, fiery right-hander, takes the ball and slams it into his light blue glove. Trying to cut into this deficit right now. It's 4-0 Twins. Braves had first and third, 2 down in the second inning, couldn't score. Now they have first and second, 2 down, and looking to push across at least 1 run. First pitch to Harris will miss high.
Check out Paddock when he looks for this sign.
Bends in, has the glove covering his entire face. 1-0 pitch, and Harris pops one up to the left side of the infield. Brooks Lee, the third baseman, secures it with 2 hands, and that's that for the Braves in the bottom of the 4th. No runs, 2 hits, no errors, and 2 left. At the end of 4, it's 4-0 Minnesota.
Attention Florida homeowners, for 1 month only. Save big with Renewal by Anderson. Get $300 off every window and $825 off all patio doors. Plus, call now and ask about our brand new Ensemble entry door system. But hurry, this limited time offer won't last. Visit bestwindowsflorida.com today to schedule your free design consultation. That's bestwindowsflorida.com. Renewal by Anderson, your trusted window and door experts. Superior products, exceptional service. License number CGC 1527613.
Canva presents a work love story like no other. Meet Productivity. She's all business.
The Canva doc is done.
Creativity is more of a free thinker.
Whiteboard brainstorm.
They're worlds apart, but sometimes opposites attract. Thanks to Canva.
The data is in the deck.
And now it's an animated graph.
Canva, where productivity meets creativity. Now showing on computer screens everywhere. Love your work at canva.com.
Don't miss your chance to spring into deals at Lowe's. Right now, get a free 60-volt Toro battery when you purchase a select 60-volt Toro electric mower. Plus, buy 3 19.3-ounce vegetable and herb Bonnie plants for just $10. It's time to give your yard a grow up. Lowe's, we help, you save. Valid through 4/23. Selection varies by location. While supplies last. Discount taken at time of purchase. Actual plant size and selection varies by location. Excludes Alaska and Hawaii.
If your car's been totaled in a crash, you're entitled to collect what it retails for on the lot. But if insurance companies don't offer what you deserve, we are here to keep them honest. Farah and Farah.
Tampa.
Are you ready to take a swing at Base Balderdash? Today's phrase is around the horn. Do you know what it means? Around the horn. A double play that
Bryce Elder back out there for his 5th inning of work. 4 runs, 5 hits, and an error for Minnesota. No runs, 2 hits. Both the hits came back-to-back there in the bottom of the 4th for the Braves. No errors for them. Ty France walked in the 1st, struck out in the 3rd. Had a walk-off base hit yesterday for the Twins against the Mets at Target Field. And Bryce Elder to work. And the first pitch swung on, lifted into left center field. Verdugo and Harris. It will be Verdugo making the catch. 1 pitch, 1 out. Bryce has had a few of those. He just can't get a short inning. Trevor Larnach, the batter, he homered his last time up. A rocket into the chop house. Check swing on the first pitch. He didn't go, says Alfonso Marquez. 1-0. For Larnach, his first homer of the year. He's got 5 RBIs. Came in hitting a $180. Takes a strike, 1-1. Next pitch hit off the thumbs to short, but that's where Riley is playing in a mini shift. He's got it, fires to first, 2 out. Two out, nobody on. Braves have some action in their bullpen. Aaron Bummer beginning to play catch. Twins have Matt Wallner, Pablo Lopez, Royce Lewis, and Michael Tonkin all on the injured list. Really missing Pablo Lopez, pitcher that we saw a lot of down in Miami. Ball 1 to Correa, who has doubled and scored and walked. Bryce to the plate, swung on, sliced foul down the right field line, 1-1. Ozzie plays up the middle a little bit for Correa in the next pitch. Inside, 2-1. Twins have some great athletes when they can keep them on the field.
Yeah.
Buxton, Correa, Lewis, swing and a miss. 2-2.
So some of the things we've been saying about the Braves getting healthy, they're saying the same thing over there.
100%. Elder winds and fires a breaking ball outside, and he's run the count full. He has already walked 3, but none of them have scored. 4-0. Twins on top of the 5th. Payoff pitch. Swung on. 2 hopper. Tough handle for Riley. He can't get it out of his glove. And Correa will be aboard with another hit to third. It was an in-between hop. Riley had to back up to the edge of the grass and knew he had to get it out of his glove quickly to get Correa. And it got hung up in the webbing, and he just couldn't get the handle on it.
Well, that's disappointing because you wanted to get the out. But I'd say it's even more disappointing because I just wanted to watch him cut it loose.
Yeah.
From as deep as he was.
Here's Jeffers, the catcher. He takes ball 1. He has doubled and driven in a run, and he's also scored once and bounced to third. Ryan Jeffers takes one low, I guess. 2-0. Jeffers is from Braves country. He's from North Carolina. Born in Raleigh. 2-0 pitch. Swung on. Popped up. Shallow right field. In comes Kelenic. Still coming. He's got it, and that'll end the inning. So no runs, a hit, one left. We go to the bottom of the fifth. Let's get some runs. Braves trail 4-0.
Hey there, babe.
Attention Florida homeowners, for 1 month only. Save big with Renewal by Anderson. Get $300 off every window and $825 off all patio doors. Plus, call now and ask about our brand new Ensemble entry door system. But hurry, this limited time offer won't last. Visit bestwindowsflorida.com today to schedule your free design consultation. That's bestwindowsflorida.com. Renewal by Anderson, your trusted window and door experts. Superior products, exceptional service. License number CGC 1527613.
Sometimes it feels like the world is moving at hyperspeed and you can't keep up because it's one thing then another. And don't forget the meeting and the yoga class and the dinner reservation. But then you get into the all-new Nissan Murano and you feel the breeze from the panoramic moonroof while the massaging seats melt away the tension of the day. And you realize that sometimes the greatest rush is not rushing at all. Shop the all-new Murano at nissanusa.com. Panoramic moonroof massaging leather appointed seats are available features.
Don't miss your chance to spring into deals at Lowe's. Right now, get a free 60-volt Toro battery when you purchase a select 60-volt Toro electric mower. Plus, buy 3 19.3-ounce vegetable and herb Bonnie plants for just $10. It's time to give your yard a grow-up. Lowe's. We help. You save. Valid through 4/23. Selection varies by location. While supplies last. Discount taken at time of purchase. Actual plant size and selection varies by location. Excludes Alaska and Hawaii.
If your car's been totaled in a crash, you're entitled to collect what it retails for on the lot. But if insurance companies don't offer what you deserve, we are here to keep them honest. Farah and Farah.
Tampa.
Are you ready to take a swing at base balderdash? Today's phrase is nubber. Do you know what it means? Nubber.
All the fans on their feet. We got close to 40,000 here tonight. But the Braves are trailing 4-0. And I don't know how you've been, but I'm tired of this BS.
That makes two of them.
I'm going to get some runs on the board if you don't mind. And while we're doing that, did you know that the original Louisiana brand hot sauce is the official hot sauce of the Atlanta Braves and is made with peppers, vinegar, and salt in perfect balance to make the food you're eating taste better? Well, now you do. That's Louisiana Hot. Buy you some. Buy you some. Buy you some. Nick Allen will lead off for the Braves, bottom of the fifth. Nick takes a strike just as he did to end the second inning when the Braves had the bases loaded and 2 out. The 0-1. Strike 2 call. Nick didn't like that one.
I think we've got our slogan for the rest of the season, by the way.
Oh.
I'm tired of this BS.
The 0-2. Dribbled foul, third base side.
You know how when Notre Dame takes a field, they hit that sign, like play like a champion? We ought to put that on a sign up in here.
The 0-2 again, swung on, fouled back. Nick had a good road trip. He went 5 for 14. Now 1 for 3 in his career against Paddock. The 0-2 again, swung on, sliced foul, fouled off a good fastball. 74 pitches for Paddock, 49 strikes. Allen, Kelenic, and Verdugo. The 0-2, high, 1-2. You know, all last year I didn't anticipate ever saying Allen, Kelenic, and Verdugo for the Braves in the fifth inning.
Oh, man.
That never crossed my mind.
How could it?
The 1-2 pitch. A little bit off the plate outside. Evens the count at 2. Straightaway are the Twins for Nick Allen. And the pitch. Fouled back into the screen. Top of the 7th in Pittsburgh. Cleveland leading the Pirates 5-2. That's a pretty good interleague rivalry. Next pitch swung on and missed. Got him with a breaking ball. Strikeout number 5 for Paddock.
They've still got a few guys stretching out there in the Twins bullpen, but no one throwing.
He went 5 innings in that game against Detroit that you mentioned. He lost that game 4-0. Leads this one 4-0 as Kelenic takes a strike. Only gave up 1 earned run. Walked 2, struck out 5. 1 walk, 5 strikeouts tonight. Paddock to the plate and a long drive to deep right center. Headed for the Braves bullpen. On the run, Buxton. That ball is way out of here. Home run, Kelenic. 4-1 Minnesota as Jared Kelenic hits his 2nd homer of the year. And I mean, he clobbered that. Did that land in the seats above the bullpen?
I think it hit off that back wall of the bullpen and rattled around in there, but he got all of it.
Kelenic hit the first home run of the night for the Braves, meaning he'll save at least $75 on a set of select tires at Tire Discounters tomorrow only. Plus free alignment and oil change. Stay tuned for the Hyundai postgame show to see just how much you'll save tomorrow only at Tire Discounters. Visit tirediscounters.com/Braves to learn more, and I'm out of breath.
418 feet on the homer.
Right away. Well, obviously, Jared's tired of this stuff, too. 1-0 to Verdugo, and he takes inside. 2-0. Alex, in his Braves debut, has hit the ball hard twice. Once to left, once to center. Good hitters count. 2-0. Strike call, 2-1. Alex has a unique stance in that he's rather straight up and down with his hands held kind of like close to his heart and holds the bat pretty much straight up and down. Resting against his collarbone. Open stance. And the pitch swung on, lifted in the air down the left field line, but slicing out of play. Tell you what, watching a replay, Jared had to reach for that pitch a little bit and still hit it a mile. 4th home run allowed by Paddock on the year. And he delivers. Swing and a miss. Fired one in there right in on the hands of Verdugo and struck him out. 6 strikeouts for Paddock. Austin Riley has lined out and struck out. Takes outside, ball 1. He was robbed of a hit by Brooks Lee at third base his first time up. 4-1. Minnesota on top, and the pitch. Breaking ball outside, 2-0. Might be the last hitter for Paddock tonight. We'll wait and see. He's about to throw his 88th pitch. He fires, and a hard hit ball, 1 hopper, backhanded and knocked down was Correa. 1 hop throw to first in time, and the inning is over. And once again, Austin Riley smoked one, but right at somebody. We played 5. Braves are on the board. They trail now 4-1.
Braves fans, everyone's first pick for ice cold refreshment is back at McDonald's. The Braves Frozen Fanta, a winning blend of Frozen Fanta Blue Raspberry and Frozen Fanta Wild Cherry. It's the
Attention Florida homeowners, for 1 month only. Save big with Renewal by Anderson. Get $300 off every window and $825 off all patio doors. Plus, call now and ask about our brand new Ensemble entry door system. But hurry, this limited time offer won't last. Visit bestwindowsflorida.com today to schedule your free design consultation. That's bestwindowsflorida.com. Renewal by Anderson, your trusted window and door experts. Superior products, exceptional service. License number CGC 1527613.
Sometimes it feels like the world is moving at hyperspeed and you can't keep up because it's one thing then another. And don't forget the meeting and the yoga class and the dinner reservation. But then you get into the all-new Nissan Murano and you feel the breeze from the panoramic moonroof while the massaging seats melt away the tension of the day. And you realize that sometimes the greatest rush is not rushing at all. Shop the all-new Murano at nissanusa.com. Panoramic moonroof massaging leather appointed seats are available features.
If you're in a slip and fall accident, time is not on your side. Stores have video footage that's crucial evidence in your case. You've got to act quickly. Call Farah and Farah so we can preserve it before it disappears. Tampa.
Don't miss your chance to spring into deals at Lowe's. Right now, get a free 60-volt Toro battery when you purchase a select 60-volt Toro electric mower. Plus, buy 3 19.3-ounce vegetable and herb Bonnie plants for just $10. It's time to give your yard a grow up. Lowe's, we help, you save. Valid through 4/23. Selection varies by location. While supplies last. Discount taken at time of purchase. Actual plant size and selection varies by location. Excludes Alaska and Hawaii.
Let's see if you can figure out the following baseball slang term. Today's phrase is painting the black. Do you know what it means? Painting the black. When the pitcher throws the ball...
5 innings, giving up 4 runs on 6 hits.
And Bummer will face 7, 8, 9 in their lineup. That starts with Brooks Lee. He has grounded out and walked. And Bummer's first pitch to him is a slider for a strike. Lee with 1 homer, 2 RBIs. Former first-round draft pick. The 0-1, swing and a miss. Slider biting in on his hands. 0-2. Nice to see Lee still in there. He's got all his teeth. After a head-first slide at home plate, where he was gunned out by Austin Riley, slid into the shin guards and glove of Sean Murphy. Breaking ball in the dirt, 1-2.
He's got his nostrils plugged like he's Rocky Balboa facing Apollo Creed. He got it looked like the double barrel action. With
oh boy,
2 nostrils, at least one of them.
The 1-2 pitch, bounced towards short. 2 hopper to Allen. He fires high, but somehow big old Matt Olson was able to keep his toe on the bag and reach up and glove the throw for the out. And here's the big story of the night for the Twins. Luke Keeschel making his major league debut as a DH. He has singled and driven in a run and stole a base. That was in his first at bat. Takes a strike. And he has doubled and scored a run. He was their minor league player of the year last year. Played at high A and double A. Sends a drive to right field, but right at Kelnick, who'll make the catch. 2 down, and that'll be more of a comeuppance for young Mr. Keeschel.
That's right.
Finally made it out.
That's right. Here's a note on Keeschel. He's the 2nd player in their franchise history to record an extra base hit, RBI, and stolen base in their major league debut. The other player to do it was Jake Cave in 2018.
Certainly remember Jake Cave. Here's the 9-hole hitter, Deshaun Kiersey Jr. He takes one low, ball 1, left-handed hitter. They play him to pull. Bummer delivers. And a good fastball on the inside corner for a strike. Kiersey is flied out. And he is hit into a fielder's choice, and he has stolen a base. Stretch on the pitch. Strike two on the inside corner. Like a cutter. Broke over the inside corner, had him flinching a little bit. Bummer has come in throwing strikes. 5 innings, 6 hits, 4 runs allowed by Bryce Elder. The pitch. Ground ball sent to second. Easy 2-hopper for Ozzie. And a good inning for Aaron Bummer. He gets them 1, 2, 3 for the first time tonight. And we go to the 6th and see if the Braves can get another run or two. They trail 4-1.
Hey, this is...
As a business owner, it's important to keep your business connected. Spectrum Business is committed to keeping your business online whenever and wherever you need us, all backed by the Spectrum Commitment. Get fast, reliable internet starting at $40 per month when bundled, or level up your internet speed and get a 3-year price guarantee. Learn how Spectrum Business can help your business stay connected at spectrum.com/business. Restrictions apply. Services not available in all areas.
Attention Florida homeowners, for 1 month only, save big with Renewal by Andersen. Get $300 off every window and $825 off all patio doors. Plus, call now and ask about our brand new Ensemble entry door system. But hurry, this limited time offer won't last. Visit bestwindowsflorida.com today to schedule your free design consultation. That's bestwindowsflorida.com. Renewal by Andersen, your trusted window and door experts. Superior products, exceptional service. License number CGC 1527613.
If your car's been totaled in a crash, you're entitled to collect what it retails for on the lot. But if insurance companies don't offer what you deserve, we are here to keep them honest. Farah and Farah, Tampa.
Sometimes it feels like the world is moving at hyperspeed and you can't keep up because it's one thing then another. And don't forget the meeting and the yoga class and the dinner reservation. But then you get into the all-new Nissan Murano and you feel the breeze from the panoramic moonroof while the massaging seats melt away the tension of the day. And you realize that sometimes the greatest rush is not rushing at all. Shop the all-new Murano at nissanusa.com. Panoramic moonroof massaging leather appointed seats are available features.
Take a hack at guessing which baseball player or manager said the following.
I really don't know what to say. I'm just so happy I gave something these people cheer. We all did. I mean, it was a great game. Both teams played.
6'1" right-hander Lewis Varland, and he's a Minnesota boy. He's from St. Paul and went to Concordia University there in St. Paul. And at this point, pretty good numbers. 1-1 with an ERA of 3. 9 innings pitched. He's allowed 3 runs, 3 earned runs, that is. But here's the number for him: 3 walks and 14 strikeouts in 9 innings.
Well, that's because he's got a good heater, Ben. He's 97 to 100 with a curveball and a cutter. And he'll face Marcell Ozuna, who can turn that stuff around right here. And there's a fastball in there for a strike at 96. Great outing for Paddock. 5 innings, 3 hits, 1 run. The home run by Kelnick. 1 walk, 6 strikeouts. So that's back-to-back really good outings for Chris Paddock. The 0-1, breaking ball outside, 1-1. Ozuna has grounded out and struck out. That was against Paddock. Works out of the windup and the pitch. Swung on, foul tip into the glove of Jeffers. 1-2. Beautiful night. Temperatures have dropped to 74 degrees. Fans hope for some fireworks on the field and after the ball game. In the sky above, foul ball by Ozuna. Let's pause for station identification on the Braves Radio Network.
Every Atlanta Braves game, live on the air and streaming free on the app.
WCNN North Atlanta, a Dickey Broadcasting Station.
The Fan.
Outside ball 2, 2-2 to Marcell. Need him to get aboard and get something going here from the middle of the lineup. Wind in the pitch. Swung on, hit high and deep to center. A rocket. Myron Buxton going back, but he'll make the catch right on the edge of the track, right in front of the Braves bullpen. Marcel hit that one hard, but one out. Matt Olson has walked and struck out. Five for 22 on the road trip. He bounces one up the middle. Two hopper. Backhanded out there by Julian. He'll make the play and throw him out. Two down.
Well, just looking back at the last few ball games for the Braves, the last 5 runs the Braves have scored have all come on solo home runs.
And while that sounds good, it's not a good sign.
Right. No rallies.
Yeah. Next man up, follow through, keep the line moving stuff. Ozzie Albies has a base hit.
And go back to Monday against the Blue Jays. They had an RBI double by Albies and then a 3-run homer. That's really their last rally.
That's the way to do it. 1-0 pitch down low, 2-0 to Ozzie, who has singled and flied out.
And that's the frustrating thing about that game. Or how things have been. They scored 8 runs in that game. Since then, 5 solo home runs.
Well, and it goes to what Brian Snitker has tried. 2-0 pitches high, 3-0 from Varland. He's moved the lineup around.
Right.
He's shuffled some guys back and forth from the top to the bottom. Nothing fitting at the moment. 3-0 pitch. Ozzie takes all the way, and it's a strike. Four, 6-1 for Minnesota. 1-3-0 for the Braves. Infield and a shift to the right for Ozzie in the pitch. Outside, ball 4. Hey, start a little 2-out lightning here. What do you say?
That's a good plan. I'll tell you another thing that emphasizes, talking about 5 straight runs coming on solo homers. It just goes to show you're not getting base hits with runners in scoring position.
Yeah.
Got chances, but it's not coming.
Sean Murphy has a single in 2 trips. Lined one to left his last time up. Half swing, he went around 0-1. Murphy has 7 hits now on the season since coming back from the IL. 7 hits, 4 homers. And the pitch down low, 1-1. He was 3 for 18 on the road trip, and all 3 hits were homers. Varland comes set, delivers, foul ball straight back. Good hack by Sean at that one. Michael Harris on deck. Cleveland now 10-2 over Pittsburgh in the bottom of the 7th. Phillies 7-2 over Miami. Middle of the 8th. Check swing. Did he go? He did not go. 2-2 to Murphy with Ozzie at first. Varland works from the third base side of the rubber. Hard thrower, as I said. The 2-2. Breaking ball outside. Full count. Ozzie will get a head start after that is now called a fastball, missed outside. Ozzie with a good lead. Takes off, and the pitch got him looking. And Sean knew it. Fastball busted him inside in the high 90s, and the Braves leave a runner, and we go to the 7th. Still trailing 4-1.
Play ball, everybody.
Attention Florida homeowners, for 1 month only. Save big with Renewal by Anderson. Get $300 off every window and $825 off all patio doors. Plus, call now and ask about our brand new Ensemble entry door system. But hurry, this limited time offer won't last. Visit bestwindowsflorida.com today to schedule your free design consultation. That's bestwindowsflorida.com. Renewal by Anderson, your trusted window and door experts. Superior products, exceptional service. License number CGC 1527613.
Before you accept an insurance settlement for damage to your car, think about this. An accident stays on your car's history permanently, whether it was repaired or not. And if you try to sell it, a potential buyer can easily look it up and try to offer you less. That's diminished value. That's value you're entitled to. Value we fight for. Put our experience to work for you. Farah and Farah, Tampa.
Don't miss your chance to spring into deals at Lowe's. Right now, get a free 60-volt Toro battery when you purchase a select 60-volt Toro electric mower. Plus, buy 3 19.3-ounce vegetable and herb Bonnie plants for just $10. It's time to give your yard a grow up. Lowe's, we help, you save. Valid through 4/23. Selection varies by location. While supplies last. Discount taken at time of purchase. Actual plant size and selection varies by location. Excludes Alaska and Hawaii.
Look around. You can find cars like these on AutoTrader. New cars, used cars, electric cars, maybe even flying cars. Okay, no flying cars, but as soon as they get invented, they'll be on AutoTrader. Just you wait. AutoTrader.
Can't get enough baseball? Start streaming MLB Network today. Get up to 15 out-of-market games a week live on any device. Plus 24/7 access to MLB Network's award-winning shows, including live game look-ins
And David Bennett from Carrollton, Georgia, would have won $1,150 if somebody hit a homer in the bottom of the sixth. If you'd like to enter for your chance to win at least $1,000 in the Georgia Lottery, visit 680thefan.com/Georgia Lottery. Georgia Lottery, today could be the day. And we go to the 7th, and here's Ben, fortunately.
Thank you, Joe. There's a called strike on Edward Julian. 4 runs, 6 hits, and an error for the Twins. 1 run, 3 hits, no errors for the Braves. Both teams have stranded 5. Edward Julian drove in a run with a sac fly in the 4th inning. Send one foul on the first baseline. We're talking about Julian being from Canada. And growing up, he was a huge Montreal Canadiens hockey fan. And if you're from Canada, your first sport, your first love, I'm sure, is hockey.
Automatic.
0-2 pitch. That'll be swung on and fouled off. And then you got us on the other hand. And really all I know about hockey is that I enter your hockey pool that you put on for the playoffs every single year.
Best time of the year if you're a hockey fan. Stanley Cup time, man.
I know.
Playoffs starting. Had our pool drawing tonight.
There's the 0-2 pitch. Check swing, and he didn't go. Who did you end up with?
Well, as the purveyor, I always take whoever's left.
Okay.
I take the last team.
And we draw them out of a hat.
Yes.
It's all random.
Yes.
1-2. Julian sends one foul on the left field line.
And the last teams left. You get 2 teams, and whoever advances out of the first round, then that's your team the rest of the way. And I got the Atlanta Thrashers and the St. Louis Blues. Thrashers, of course, now the Winnipeg Jets.
1-2 pitch. Line drive foul on the right field line. And I ended up with... Oh, you forgot.
You got a good team. You got the Capitals and Montreal.
Okay.
You got Ovechkin. Right. High-powered offense against Montreal. I'm happy to see the Canadians in there.
There's the 1-2 pitch on the way to Julian. Check swing, send foul. Who did Glav end up with? Is he playing this year?
He's not in. He hadn't been around.
Good.
Show up once in a while.
Because he wins every year.
Well,
I feel like he wins all the time.
He didn't win last year.
Did you win that last year?
I did.
I won the year before. So radio.
You won with Vegas. I won with the Panthers.
Yeah. 1-2 pitch. Got him looking. Good sinker on the outside corner. Freezes Julian. One down here on the top of the 7th. And that'll be it for Bummer. They kept him in to face the left-handed stick of Julian. And Brad Snitker comes along. He'll be making the Aero Exterminator's call to the bullpen. Make the right call. Protect your home or business from pests by calling 888-GO-AERO or visit aeroexterminators.com. I'll introduce you to the new Braves hurler when we come back. 4-1 Twins in the 7th.
Meanwhile, at Xfinity. Sometimes it feels like the world is moving at hyperspeed and you can't keep up because it's one thing then another. And don't forget the meeting and the yoga class and the dinner reservation. But then you get into the all-new Nissan Murano and you feel the breeze from the panoramic moonroof while the massaging seats melt away the tension of the day. And you realize that sometimes the greatest rush is not rushing at all. Shop the all-new Murano at nissanusa.com. Panoramic moonroof massaging leather appointed seats are available features.
Bosch's innovative power tools make you feel like a Bosch. Like when you pile drive screws and bolts with the 2-in-1 impact driver, you'll feel like
Macho Man Randy Savage. Oh, yeah!
Or when you powerfully blast through concrete with the Bulldog rotary hammer, you'll feel
like I have the power!
And when you make buttery smooth cuts with the Glide Miter saw, you'll feel
Scoobity-bee-bop smooth, baby.
What he said. With expertly engineered power tools, the more you Bosch, the more you feel like a
Bosch.
Attention Florida homeowners, for 1 month only. Save big with Renewal by Anderson. Get $300 off every window and $825 off all patio doors. Plus, call now and ask about our brand new Ensemble entry door system. But hurry, this limited time offer won't last. Visit bestwindowsflorida.com today to schedule your free design consultation. That's bestwindowsflorida.com. Renewal by Anderson, your trusted window and door experts. Superior products, exceptional service. License number CGC 1527613.
If you're in a slip and fall accident, time is not on your side. Stores have video footage that's crucial evidence in your case. You've got to act quickly. Call Farah and Farah.
He'll face Buxton, France. And if anybody gets on, Larnach for the Twins.
By the way, you know, we were talking about that Cubs Diamondbacks that ended in a 13-11 game.
Yes, sir.
Cubs won 13-11. In just the 7th and 8th innings of that game at Wrigley today, there were 6 home runs, 2 grand slams, all 4 types of hits, single, double, triple homer, all 4 types of homers.
Man.
Pitch on the way to Buxton. There's a ball outside. And 3 half innings of 5 or more runs. Never in Major League history had that happened all in one game, let alone 2 innings.
Goodness.
That was a wild one on the north side. Here's the 1-0 pitch. Buxton takes a called strike. Brewers have a 2-0 lead over the A's. That game's in the 3rd inning. Here's a 1-1. And Buxton takes a ball low and inside.
Wait, where was that pitch?
Buxton 0 for 3. Ground out, fly out, strikeout. Playing in his home state of Georgia. Here's the 2-1 pitch on the way. And Buxton drives one out towards center field. Michael Harris sprinting back, throws up the glove, and makes a graceful catch and then goes into the outfield wall. He was on it, man.
That was a brilliant adjustment he made, too. It looked like a low, screaming line drive, so his first crossover step to his right. Then he realized it was going to be deep, and he had to go back on the ball and still tracked it down. Outstanding play.
2 away in the 7th. There's Ty France. 4-1 Twins.
By the way, sorry, Ben, have you ever been to Baxley, Georgia?
I haven't. There's a ball inside. Have you?
Yeah, I just drove through there yesterday. Great town. They got a car dealership there that goes for like a mile, mile and a half, 2 miles.
Really?
Oh, it's wild.
1-0 pitch. There's a called strike. Yes, the hometown of Byron Buxton. Appling County High School. He was a great football player, too, in high school.
I believe it.
1-1 to France. Swung on, missed. He was an all-state defensive back and receiver. And his plan was if he went to college, he was going to go to Georgia, play baseball, and walk onto the football team. And then the Twins said, oh, we want you. And he signed and went to play professionally. 1-2 to France. Stays alive, fouling one back.
I believe that's Appling County.
Mm-hmm.
You drive through there, you go right by the old courthouse. It's a beautiful old place. Great town. Woody Folsom, Chevy, Toyota, Kia, GMC.
1-2 sent foul.
Whatever you want.
He's got it.
Woody's got him.
Woody's the man.
Oh, boy.
If it's got seats and a steering wheel, you can find it at Woody's.
Mm-hmm.
4-1 Twins here in the 7th. 1-2 pitch. France takes the ball up and in. Making 2 balls and 2 strikes. Looking ahead to the bottom of the 7th, it'll be Harris, Allen, and Kelenic for the Braves.
That's a sellout. 3-9, 1-4-2. The third sellout of the season.
2-2. And a fly ball towards right field. Going back now, Kelenic calling off Harris. Squares up to it, makes the catch. And there is out number 3. So the Twins go down 1-2-3 in the 7th, time of the 7th inning stretch, which is brought to you by the Warrior Alliance, going to bat for veterans and their families by helping them navigate success after military service. To learn more, go to thewarrioralliance.org. We go to the bottom of the 7th, 4-1 Twins.
Go ahead, caller. Got a question from my...
Attention Florida homeowners, for 1 month only. Save big with Renewal by Andersen. Get $300 off every window and $825 off all patio doors. Plus, call now and ask about our brand new Ensemble entry door system. But hurry, this limited time offer won't last. Visit bestwindowsflorida.com today to schedule your free design consultation. That's bestwindowsflorida.com. Renewal by Andersen, your trusted window and door experts. Superior products, exceptional service. License number CGC 1527613.
Before you accept an insurance settlement for damage to your car, think about this. An accident stays on your car's history permanently, whether it was repaired or not. And if you try to sell it, a potential buyer can easily look it up and try to offer you less. That's diminished value. That's value you're entitled to. Value we fight for. Put our experience to work for you. Farah and Farah, Tampa.
Don't miss your chance to spring into deals at Lowe's. Right now, get a free 60-volt Toro battery when you purchase a select 60-volt Toro electric mower. Plus, buy 3 19.3-ounce vegetable and herb Bonnie plants for just $10. It's time to give your yard a grow-up. Lowe's, we help, you save. Valid through 4/23. Selection varies by location. While supplies last. Discount taken at time of purchase. Actual plant size and selection varies by location. Excludes Alaska and Hawaii.
Jake from State Farm. I just beat my running PR, so I'm celebrating.
Keep celebrating when you bundle and save with the State Farm Personal Price Plan. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Prices vary by state. Options selected by customer. Availability and eligibility may vary.
Do you know the following baseball slang? Today's phrase is Baltimore chop. Do you know what it means? Baltimore chop. A ground ball that hits in front of...
No record, no ERA, 6 2/3 innings of 2-hit, no-run baseball, 1 walk, 5 strikeouts. And I've got to look it up, Ben, but I saw an interesting mark on him. He's a former Oriole. He's got an incredible career record. And I'll let you know what it is in just a second.
Yeah, I'd love to hear that. Danny Coulombe on the mound now, facing Michael Harris, who's 0 for 2. Mike, like we said, he's due 0 for his last 17. Takes a called strike. 4 runs, 6 hits for the Twins. 1 run, 3 hits for the Braves. The 1 Braves are on a home run by Jarred Kelenic. A 1 pitch, line drive into center field. And the drought is over for Michael Harris. Snaps an 0 for 17 spell with a leadoff single here in the 7th inning. And he does it against a left-handed pitcher. That's a good sign.
A really good sign. That's why Coulombe was brought in, was to get Harris. He's 15-9 in his career. Mostly out of the bullpen. And has a career ERA of 3.44. Not bad.
Hopefully the Braves can raise that right here. Here's Nick Allen. Solid lead at first by Harris. Allen takes the ball inside.
Only 1 start in his big league career.
He's found a good spot in the bullpen. 1-0 from Coulombe. Fly ball to center field. Byron Buxton going to go back. Still back. Squares up to it. Makes the catch right on the edge of the warning track. Nick hit it hard, but out there to Byron Buxton, one down. Folks, did you know that the all-time hot sauce leader in RBIs is the original Louisiana brand hot sauce? The original Louisiana brand hot sauce, the official hot sauce of the Atlanta Braves. It's a double play for your mouth. That's Louisiana Hot. Buy you some. Stuart Fairchild will come to the plate, pinch hit for Jarred Kelenic. So Kelenic finishes his night 1 for 2 with a homer. If you could get Fairchild aboard, he'd have really good wheels aboard with Harris and Fairchild for the top of the order. Alex Verdugo swinging a weighted bat in the on-deck circle. One down, bottom of the 7th. Braves down 3 runs, and Fairchild swings and misses at a first pitch sweeper. I think Coulombe and Chris Paddock shop for gloves at the same place. His glove the same color as Paddock's, at baby blue color. Lefty deals the 0-1. Fairchild takes a ball low, 1-1. Got a sellout crowd tonight, over 39,000 here. One from Coulombe. It's in the dirt, 2 balls and a strike. Well, I know that folks are having a good time at the ballpark. They're just ready to see something on the field that brings them to their feet.
Ready to bust loose.
Definitely good to be back at home. Like you mentioned earlier, the Braves have only played 5 home games prior to tonight. Played 13 on the road. 2-1 pitch, drifts inside, 3 balls and a strike.
He uses a lot of motion in his delivery to try to throw you off on the breaking stuff. It's a real accelerated, almost fast-forward type leg kick and delivery, but then the ball doesn't come out quite like that.
There's a drive deep down the left field line towards the corner, and that is a foul ball.
Man.
One hopped it over the sidewall. 3-2. Boy, that would have been nice. Well, it hit the sidewall on the fly and then ricocheted off into the seats. So the count 3-2 on Stuart Fairchild. Michael Harris being held at first base by Ty France. Lefty Coulombe comes set right at the belt. Kicks and fires a 3-2, and there's a fly ball towards shallow center field. Edward Julian, the second baseman, backs off in the right center, and he's under it for out number 2. So 2 down, and it's in the hands of Alex Verdugo. Verdugo, 28 years old. He's from Tucson, Arizona. Playing in his first game with the Braves. 8 years in the big leagues prior to this season. With the Dodgers for 3 years, with the Red Sox for 4 years, and the Yankees last season. Left-handed hitter, and he takes a called strike. Verdugo had a .308 average in 53 games of the Red Sox in 2020. There's the 0-1 pitch. Turns and takes one inside. His high watermark at homers, 13. He's done that 3 times, including last season.
And he plays every day.
1-1 pitch, a reach and a miss. Went after a cutter away, 1-2.
He's had over 600 plate appearances in each of the last 4 years.
For 3 in his Braves debut. A fly out, a line out, and a strikeout. There goes Harris. 1-2 pitch. Send foul into the seats down the left field line. Well, the stage is set. We mentioned this is a sellout crowd. And you're looking for a hit of any kind right here. But, man, it'd be great if he could park one into the chop house. But he's got a tough left-on-left matchup versus Danny Coulomb. Verdugo steadies his bat, waiting on the southpaw. Harris not going. 1-2, low and outside on a 2-2 count. Braves bringing up Verdugo and sending down Brian De La Cruz. He stands at the back of the left-hand batter's box, waiting on his 2-2 pitch. Here it comes, and he hangs alive. Fouled off a cutter, still a 2-2 count. Get him aboard. You got Austin Riley coming up to the plate. And he has been barreling some baseballs lately. It also represents the tying run of the game. If you can get it up, get him up right here. And the 2-2. Verdugo grounds one to the right side. Backhanded sliding stop at first by Ty France. Up on his 2 feet, steps on the bag, and that ends the bottom of the 7th. Braves got a leadoff single, and nothing after that. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and 1 left.
Attention Florida homeowners, for 1 month only. Save big with Renewal by Anderson. Get $300 off every window and $825 off all patio doors. Plus, call now and ask about our brand new Ensemble entry door system. But hurry, this limited time offer won't last. Visit bestwindowsflorida.com today to schedule your free design consultation. That's bestwindowsflorida.com. Renewal by Anderson, your trusted window and door experts. Superior products, exceptional service. License number CGC 1527613.
Don't miss your chance to spring into deals at Lowe's. Right now, get a free 60-volt Toro battery when you purchase a select 60-volt Toro electric mower. Plus, buy 3 19.3-ounce vegetable and herb Bonnie plants for just $10. It's time to give your yard a grow-up. Lowe's. We help. You save. Valid through 4/23. Selection varies by location. While supplies last. Discount taken at time of purchase. Actual plant size and selection varies by location. Excludes Alaska and Hawaii.
If your car has been totaled in a crash, you're entitled to collect what it retails for on the lot. But if insurance companies don't offer what you deserve, we are here to keep them honest. Farah and Farah.
Tampa.
Sometimes it feels like the world is moving at hyperspeed and you can't keep up because it's one thing then another. And don't forget the meeting and the yoga class and the dinner reservation. But then you get into the all-new Nissan Murano and you feel the breeze from the panoramic moonroof while the massaging seats melt away the tension of the day. And you realize that sometimes the greatest rush is not rushing at all. Shop the all-new Murano at nissanusa.com. Panoramic moonroof massaging leather appointed seats are available features.
Take a hack at guessing which baseball player or manager said the following.
I really don't know what to say. I'm just so happy I gave something these people cheer. We all did. I mean, it was a great game. Both teams played.
Braves got a solo home run from Jared Kelenic, and that has been it to this point. And it's getting late in this one with the Braves trailing by 3. By the way, Stuart Fairchild remains in the game. He goes to right field. It's still Inyo de los Santos on the mound for the Braves. And he'll be facing Larnach, Correa, and Jeffers in the Yanmar strikeout the side inning. And if the Braves can strike out the side here in the 8th, Vera Camp will be the lucky winner of a brand new Yanmar utility terrain vehicle. And Larnach takes a called strike. Enter all season long at Braves.com/Yanmar for your chance to win a Yanmar UTV and to be entered for a grand prize drawing at the end of the season. Yanmar, built together, backed longer. Here's the 0-1 to Larnach. And a line drive out towards short. Playing it out there on the last hop. Allen fires over to first base, bounces the throw. That's in time for the out. Just about ate him up. He had to give ground. And kind of shuffled backwards with one last staggering step. Was able to play that extra bounce. Ramped off the mound, so that made it pretty tricky. And one away here in the 8th inning. One away for Carlos Correa. He's been on base 3 times tonight. A single, a walk, and a double for Correa. 30 years old, Carlos Correa. Pitch on the way to him. There's a ball low. Carlos attended the Puerto Rico Baseball Academy and then graduated in 2012 and was selected by the Astros in the first round. There's a 1-0 pitch on the way to Correa. There's a called strike. And if he had not signed with the Astros, he was going to play his college ball at the University of Miami. Ball and a strike on Correa, hitting 190 this season. 1-1 pitch. Just missed outside with a 97-mile-an-hour fastball. Here's the 2-1 from De Los Santos. And Correa takes a ball inside. For Correa, it was always Major League Baseball. That was plan A. There was no plan B. In fact, when he was a young man, he wanted to learn English because he wanted to be able to speak for himself when he got to the major leagues. That's what was already on his mind. And his father, Carlos, got a second job in construction to pay for his English classes.
That's awesome. Love that stuff.
There's the 3-1 pitch. Correa sends one foul. And don't you just love the mindset of a young man thinking, okay, I want to not only be in the big leagues, but what do I need to have when I get there? I need to be able to speak English. And there he was as a kid getting English lessons in preparation for the big leagues one day.
Very admirable.
3-2 pitch. And a fly ball out towards left field, charging over Verdugo, going out Riley towards foul ground, and Riley goes a long way and makes the catch in between the foul line and the tarp. And he was a long way from his jurisdiction down there making that play. 2 down. Two down for Ryan Jeffers. There's 9 in a row sat down by Braves pitchers. All the damage done early by the Twins. There's a called strike on the inside corner to Jeffers. Yeah, since the 4th inning, the Twins have had 1 base runner. That was the single by Correa in the 5th inning. Well, they scored 4 times in the first 4 frames and lead 4-1 here in the 8th. Jeffers takes a ball inside, 1-1.
Would you agree or disagree that with the change in how much you expect from a starting pitcher? I mean, if a guy goes 5 innings, you're happy, right?
Yeah.
Sometimes 6 if it's a good night.
1-1, swung on, missed.
That the level of importance of the closer is one thing, but now all of a sudden a huge part of the bullpen and importance is that bridge.
Yeah.
That starts in the 5th or 6th inning. So far tonight, it's been great for Atlanta.
Here's a 1-2 pitch. Jeffers with a high fly ball to deep left. Verdugo going to go back. Verdugo slowing under it. Makes the catch shy of the warning track. That's a 1-2-3 8 composed by Inyo de los Santos. We go to the bottom of the 8th. 4-1 Twins.
Today's hot. Attention Florida homeowners, for 1 month only. Save big with Renewal by Anderson. Get $300 off every window and $825 off all patio doors. Plus, call now and ask about our brand new Ensemble entry door system. But hurry, this limited time offer won't last. Visit bestwindowsflorida.com today to schedule your free design consultation. That's bestwindowsflorida.com. Renewal by Anderson, your trusted window and door experts. Superior products, exceptional service. License number CGC 1527613.
If you've been in a big truck accident, you need a lawyer that specializes in big trucks. A lawyer who knows all the federal traffic rules that can affect your case.
And who can navigate the complex web of laws dealing with the trucking company, the leasing company, the shipper, and all the other details that can complicate your case.
At Farah & Farah, we've seen it all, and we're ready to go the long haul to fight for you. Tampa.
Don't miss your chance to spring into deals at Lowe's. Right now, get a free 60-volt Toro battery when you purchase a select 60-volt Toro electric mower. Plus, buy 3 19.3-ounce vegetable and herb Bonnie plants for just $10. It's time to give your yard a grow-up. Lowe's. We help. You save. Valid through 4/23. Selection varies by location. While supplies last. Discount taken at time of purchase. Actual plant size and selection varies by location. Excludes Alaska and Hawaii.
1, 2, 3, 4. Those are numbers. But you already knew that. If you want to know what number you're going to pay each month for your car, use Kelley Blue Book My Wallet on Auto Trader. They're really good at numbers. Auto Trader.
All the big hits. All the great grabs.
Oh, wow! You gotta be kidding me!
What a
He's in his 9th game, 0-1, but a 7 ERA. 0 for 2 in saves, 7 2/3 innings, 12 hits. I think this is the guy we've been looking for. 1 walk, 11 strikeouts, got a bunch of punch-outs. His fastball upper 90s, 96 to 98. Sweeper and a changeup. He's a right-hander.
Takes over for Coulombe, who faced 4 batters in the 7th. And it'll be Riley, Ozuna, and Olsen for the Braves here in the bottom of the 8th inning. First pitch to Riley will miss outside. I want to revisit the point that you were making about the bullpen and the bridge. And the game has certainly evolved in that regard. Because if used to, you'd think about your bullpen, you might think about your setup guy and your closer.
Right.
Riley's going to foul it off. You think about your starter going 7 or more, and then maybe you got to get 6 outs by your bullpen or something like that. The game's completely changed.
That doesn't happen anymore. Rarely.
And every manager, for the most part, and not all of them, but a lot of them, have multiple relievers throwing 99 plus.
Yeah.
And if I got a lead in the 6th inning, I'm going to just keep throwing fireballer after fireballer at you. Go win a game. Ball and a strike on Austin Riley. And the pitch on the way from Jax. There's ball outside.
Well, think about Joe Jimenez and A.J. Minter, how good they were in a setup role. Well, that pushed everybody back toward the middle of the game, like Dylan Lee, for example, and Bummer. And their roles have changed now, too.
Right. That'll be fouled back.
Changed because of the absence of those first 2 guys I mentioned.
By the way, a new left fielder for the Twins, Harrison Bader, has taken over in left field. So a defensive change for the Twins. Here's the 2-2 pitch on the way to Austin Riley. And I'll send one foul on the third baseline.
So that's my point, is that those guys that are now the bridges to get to the setup and closer, mighty important.
Extremely important. And it's changed the game statistically, because you look at the overall view of this, and I can tell you this about prepping for pitchers every night. There's the 2-2 pitch. That'll be swung on and fouled off. You're going to continue to see the normal amount of strikeouts. In other words, you can still say 3,000 strikeouts is a Hall of Fame achievement. We're not going to see anywhere near the wins as they once were. The starters aren't around long enough to turn the win.
That's right.
Defensively for Minnesota.
There's the 2-2 pitch to Riley. That'll miss high. So, I mean, now you think about winning 200 games, whereas once 300 was the Hall of Fame benchmark. Three and two now. The pitch on the way to Riley. There's a called third strike on the inside corner.
Right there. Looked like a fastball.
One away in the 8th. 4-1 Twins as we're in the bottom of the 8th inning. Ozuna 0 for 3. Takes ball inside. They just about unbuckled his belt. 96-mile-an-hour sinker. 4 runs, 6 hits for the Twins. 1 run, 4 hits for the Braves. 1-0 to Ozuna. They'll send one foul. And bounces around there in the Twins dugout. Make it 1-1. Right-hander Jax set right at the belly in the 1-1 pitch. There's a ball inside. 2 balls and a strike. Got a sellout crowd ready to rise as one to their feet, but the Braves have just 1 run to this point. The home run by Kelenic in the 5th inning. 2-1 to Ozuna. And he'll swing and sky one, but foul into the seats down the right field line. By the way, you want a little bit of American history?
I love it.
You know what was taking place 250 years ago right now?
Okay, so that would have been what?
1775. I just saw this in between innings. There's a 2-2 pitch out of his side outside.
Maybe the Battle of Bunker Hill.
Pretty close. Paul Revere.
Oh.
His ride was 250 years ago tonight.
Is that right?
I was just reading about this. Got on his horse about 9:15 p.m. Started alerting everybody. 3-2 pitch. There's a ball 4 low. And a 1-out base runner.
1 if by land, 2 if by sea.
Yeah.
Old North Church.
Oh, 250 years ago tonight.
Had a horse named Old Dauber.
One out walk. Here's Matt Olson. Need the Poppers to make something happen here in the 8th inning. Olson a walk, strikeout, ground out. Now facing Jacks. First pitch slug down the right field line, rolling down through right field and cut off at the warning track. First to third for Ozuna. And oh, by the way, he's running much better than he was when we saw him in Tampa. And it's a single for Olson. The tying run will come to the plate. Well, we were talking about how the Braves just have not been able to put together any rallies, just relying on solo homers. Well, now an opportunity. First and third, 1 down. Ozzie has been on base twice, a single and a walk.
Hey, what? He gets a base hit. Here, somebody's going to start screaming, "The Braves are coming! The Braves are coming!"
Wouldn't mind seeing Ozzie hang one up in the chop house. Ozzie takes a called strike. First pitch sweeper. Could be their best opportunity right here. At least lighten your load for the 9th inning. Currently trailing by 3 runs. 0-1 to Ozzie. Outside, count even at 1. Fans trying to do their part. Chop of the chant going on around the ballpark. Ozzie swinging it from the left side. Big wide open stands. Jacks brings the 1-1 pitch. And a ball outside. Good take. Laid off that sweeper away. Catcher Ryan Jeffers going to walk slowly out to the mound. And the shortstop Carlos Correa going to join in as he chats with right-hander Griffin Jacks. Right-hander Cole Sands is now tossing for the Twins. Well, to this point of the game, not only the Braves gone hitless with runners in scoring position, they've only had 2 cracks at it. So these opportunities have not come around very often tonight. But a chance to cash in here. 2-1 pitch. That swung on, fouled off. Got a piece of a sweeper. And sit into the lower bowl of the stadium behind the Twins dugout. After Ozzie, it's Sean Murphy. Need to get a rally going. This team hasn't had a rally going since we were in Tampa. The 2-2 pitch. Ground ball to the right side. A diving stop by France at first. Throws to the bag. Not in time. Ozzie beat it out. A run scores. And it's a 4-2 game with runners at first and second. France dove to his right, wrapped it in leather, but the pitcher Jacks couldn't win the race to the bag with Ozzie.
Yeah, France was upset with himself, but he did everything right. He went with a backhand flip to the pitcher who wasn't to the bag yet. That wasn't his fault. And again, Ozzie with good hustle down the line.
Ozzie with his 11th RBI of the year. It's a 4-2 game. The tying run is at first. The go-ahead run to the plate is Sean Murphy. And a right-on-right matchup. First pitch on the way to Murphy. Strike. Fastball on the outside corner at 97. You see a play like that happen, and it just emphasizes how good things could happen when you just make contact. 0-1 pitch. Murphy takes one inside. Strike out 19 times. Nothing can happen.
Yeah. Put it in play and see what happens.
And Ozzie able to accomplish that here in the 8th inning. Olsen at second. Albies at first. A ball and a strike on Sean Murphy. Pitch on the way to Murph. And a strike right at the bottom of the zone with a 97-mile-an-hour fastball.
Boy, I mean to tell you, he has painted 2 pitches at 97 down and away.
Jax sets up on the first base side of the rubber. Right-hander a glance to second. 1-2 pitch. Low and outside. Good take there. Sweeper low and away that he laid off of to make it a 2-2 count. Murphy reached on a fielder's choice in the second inning. He singled in the 4th inning. Struck out looking in the 6th inning. And he's got an RBI opportunity right here in front of him. Jax, deep inhale and exhales. It comes set right at the belly. 2-2 to the plate. Laid off that sweeper again. Actually, that was a changeup.
Yeah, that was a hard one to lay off.
Now the count runs to 3-2. A 91-mile-an-hour changeup. This is a big swing pitch right here. 1 down in the inning. Runners at first and second. 3-2. Outside ball 4. He tried to paint with that fastball just like he did early in the count, and this time it was just an inch off the plate, and that loads the bases. 3rd walk of the game allowed by the Twins. And here comes Rocco Baldelli. That'll be it for Jax, it appears. Their manager takes the ball from their right-hander reliever, and they make the Aero Exterminators call.
Before you accept an insurance settlement for damage to your car, think about this. An accident stays on your car's history permanently, whether it was repaired or not. And if you try to sell it, a potential buyer can easily look it up and try to offer you less. That's diminished value. That's value you're entitled to. Value we fight for. Put our experience to work for you. Farah and Farah. Tampa.
Attention Florida homeowners, for 1 month only. Save big with Renewal by Andersen. Get $300 off every window and $825 off all patio doors. Plus, call now and ask about our brand new Ensemble entry door system. But hurry, this limited time offer won't last. Visit bestwindowsflorida.com today to schedule your free design consultation. That's bestwindowsflorida.com. Renewal by Andersen, your trusted window and door experts. Superior products, exceptional service. License number CGC 1527613.
Don't miss your chance to spring into deals at Lowe's. Right now, get a free 60-volt Toro battery when you purchase a select 60-volt Toro electric mower. Plus, buy 3 19.3-ounce vegetable and herb Bonnie plants for just $10. It's time to give your yard a grow-up. Lowe's. We help. You save. Valid through 4/23. Selection varies by location. While supplies last. Discount taken at time of purchase. Actual plant size and selection varies by location. Excludes Alaska and Hawaii.
Jake from State Farm. I just beat my running PR, so I'm celebrating.
Keep celebrating when you bundle and save with the State Farm Personal Price Plan. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Prices vary by state. Options selected by customer. Availability and eligibility may vary.
ERA in 9 games. 4 walks, 6 strikeouts, at only a 130 batting average against him. Everything's hard. He's got a fastball that's 94 to 96, hard cutter, and a hard split.
Michael Harris there to greet him. Bases loaded, 1 out. Michael snapped out of an 0-for-17 snap with a single last inning. First pitch to him, missed inside. Braves have Eli White running at first base. And Murphy out of there. 1-0 to Harris. Swung on and ripped through the right side. A base hit. Olsen will score. Here comes Ozzie. They both come across. Tie game. Michael Harris scorched one to the right side. And they're at the corners with 1 down. That's the rally you've been looking for.
Michael pulled his hands in and almost undressed Julian. He had no chance to glove that ball. It was hit like a bullet.
4 apiece in the bottom of the 8th as the Braves have surged back here in the 8th inning. Now Drake Baldwin comes to the plate. He'll be pinch hitting for Nick Allen, and then he'll be catching in the 9th inning. And now pitching coach Pete Mackey going to trot out there and deliver a scouting report for Drake Baldwin. Remember, Drake just hit his first big league home run in the final game of that road trip.
Let's take the lead here, Ben. There's nothing, I mean, a walk-off win, there's nothing like it. Number 2 on that list is taking a lead in the 8th inning over a team, a comeback lead, where the opposing team only has 3 outs to try to do something about it.
And they're shell-shocked in the process.
They are indeed.
Well, and you've got runners at the corners, and there's only 1 out. A sac fly would give you the lead. Eli White, the runner at third base. Bat in the hands of Drake Baldwin. First pitch is a ball. Harris on the move. He goes down to second without a throw. So now you have 2 men in scoring position with 1 down.
Stolen base.
Infield comes in. 1-0 to Baldwin. Strike. That is Cutter over. Count even at 1. Drake, a left-handed hitter, facing the right-hander Sands. Base hit means at least 1 run, maybe 2. 1-1 pitch. That is whacked up the middle to base it into center field. White scores. Braves have the lead. Here comes Harris. 2 RBI single. 6-4 Braves in the 8th. What a huge 8th inning for the Braves, a team that was desperate for a jolt just like this.
And another hard hit ball. That was no seeing eye hit. That was another rocket up the middle. Pinch hit variety.
It is turned into a 5-run 8th. Still just 1 out. Here's Stuart Fairchild. And they have taken the lead. Fairchild bunts, and that made contact with him, but I believe he was still in the box. He was trying to drag it, and that went straight down, came up and got him. Well, not only were you in desperation mode for an inning like this, but you just needed to score runs like this, not rely on the home run and get base hits with runners in scoring position.
100%, just like you were talking about earlier tonight. Keep the line moving. Put some pressure on the defense.
0-1 to Fairchild, and he swings and fouls 1 back.
But a guy like Michael, who had been 0 for, what, 16 or 17?
Right.
Come through like he has the last 2 at-bats in the last 2 innings. Get that monkey off his back. And something for the Braves fans to cheer about.
4 of these runs charged to the right-hander Jacks. And 1 of the runs thus far charged to Sands. And the 0-2 pitch. A swing and a miss by Fairchild, who strikes out. And 2 away here in the 8th. And now the Braves will send all 9 to the plate. Here's Alex Verdugo. I tell you this much, when we started the bottom of the 8th inning, I didn't anticipate going to the 9th thinking about Raisel Iglesias coming on.
No, not with Austin taking a fastball for a called 3rd strike.
Yeah, good point. 2 down for Verdugo. And Verdugo takes the first pitch strike. Yeah, all this started with a strikeout. So it was 1 down, bases empty. Then a walk to Ozuna. Single by Olsen. RBI single by Albies. Walk by Murphy. That was a key at bat there, because he was behind in the count, came back and got the walk. 0-1 to Verdugo. That'll miss low. After that, Harris had the single. And then the single by Baldwin. Strikeout by Fairchild, and now Verdugo. Ball and a strike. Pitch on the way. And that'll miss low it inside. Try to splitter and a 2-1 count. Drake Baldwin a lead at first base. And Sands deals the 2-1. A swing and a miss. They get a 2-2 count. Looking ahead to the 9th, the Twins have 7, 8, 9 due up. And while these bats have heroically charged back in the bottom of the 8th inning, another grand portion of what has gotten the Braves in this situation is the bullpen tonight. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Verdugo pops one up down the left field line towards foul ground. Catch is made by the third baseman Brooks Lee. He was sliding through the grass down the left field line. Yeah, bullpen has kept the Twins in place ever since their last run in the 4th inning and given the team a chance to come back like they have. But a huge inning for the Braves. We go to the 9th with the Braves on top 6-4.
Atlanta Braves fans, May is Military Appreciation Month and a great time to show your patriotism by...
Attention Florida homeowners, for 1 month only. Save big with Renewal by Andersen. Get $300 off every window and $825 off all patio doors. Plus, call now and ask about our brand new Ensemble entry door system. But hurry, this limited time offer won't last. Visit bestwindowsflorida.com today to schedule your free design consultation. That's bestwindowsflorida.com. Renewal by Andersen, your trusted window and door experts. Superior products, exceptional service. License number CGC 1527613.
Don't miss your chance to spring into deals at Lowe's. Right now, get a free 60-volt Toro battery when you purchase a select 60-volt Toro electric mower. Plus, buy 3 19.3-ounce vegetable and herb Bonnie plants for just $10. It's time to give your yard a grow-up. Lowe's. We help. You save. Valid through 4/23. Selection varies by location. While supplies last. Discount taken at time of purchase. Actual plant size and selection varies by location. Excludes Alaska and Hawaii.
Businesses invite you into their store to spend money so they can make a profit. This means that under the law, they have a duty to maintain a safe premises.
Whether it's a leak on the floor, bad lighting, an item falling off a shelf, or if you're attacked on the premises, it doesn't matter.
Stores have a legal duty to keep you safe on their property.
Our responsibility at Farah & Farah is to protect you when they don't.
Tampa.
1, 2, 3, 4. Those are numbers, but you already knew that. If you want to know what number you're going to pay each month for your car, use Kelley Blue Book My Wallet on Auto Trader. They're really good at numbers. Auto Trader.
Oh, the big hits. All the great grabs.
Oh, wow! You gotta be kidding me! Put a cape on him.
Arcia is in to play shortstop. Eli White stays in the game to play right field. And on to close it for the Braves is Raisel Iglesias, 0-2, a 4.5 ERA, looking for his 3rd save of the year.
Facing 7, 8, 9, it'll be Lee, Keishel, and Kiersey. And there's a ball outside. I tell you what, man, I don't care if you won 10 games in a row. You'd enjoy that 5-run 8th. But given what the Braves have been through, 1-0 pitch is fouled back. I mean, that was just so needed. An inning just like that. They were desperate for an inning like that, and it finally came through.
And the bullpen retiring 9 in a row. Loving it.
Here's the 1-1 on the way to Brooks Lee. And that's popped up. Foul ground, third base side. Murphy, or rather Baldwin, tosses the mask. He's got it. Makes the catch right next to the on-deck circle. And 1 out here in the 9th inning.
Oh, Austin Riley wasn't sure that Drake saw that. He came racing in from shortstop, basically, on a ball that came to rest right by the Twins on-deck circle.
1 away here in the 9th inning. Here's Luke Keishel. And this young sapling for the Twins, who's had a huge night in his debut, lines one down the left field line foul. And you think about all that Keishel has done tonight, how special of a night this has been for him. Well, the Braves looking for 2 more outs and sour his night ultimately by winning this game. Here's the 0-1 pitch to Keishel. Big swing and a miss. He's down 0-2. Keishel in his debut tonight, a single, a double, a steal, an RBI, and a run scored. But his team trailing 6-4 with 1 down in the top of the 9th inning. Iglesias is 0-2. Ground ball left side. Riley on a knee, spins, fires. Great play. 2 outs in the ninth. That was to his left. Sliding stop on one knee, spun around and delivered a strike across the diamond.
That was an impossible hop. Play some baseball over there, Austin. Why don't you? Man, that was nice.
So 2 down for Deshaun Kiersey. Iglesias comes at him with his first pitch and he'll miss low. One-0 pitch. Outside, 2 balls, no strikes. A 5-run bottom of the 8th has given the Braves a 2-run lead here in the top of the 9th, leading 6-4. Now the 2-0 to Kiersey. Comebacker not down by Iglesias. Underhand toss to the bag. Braves win. They were down 4-1, looking lifeless at the plate, and a sudden surge of 5 runs in the 8th inning puts the Braves over the top as they shock the Twins in Game 1 of this series. Sellout crowd enjoyed themselves tonight, and a big comeback victory for the Braves. For the Twins in the 9th, no runs, no hits, no errors, none left. Final score, Braves 6, Twins 4. Back with the totals after this.
Go ahead, caller. Got a question for Michael Harris II?
Hey, Mike. Are you giving away your Bronco again this year?
You know it. Let me tell you how. One lucky fan could drive home Michael Harris II's custom Ford Bronco. Go to winmoneymikesbronco.com and get a link to enter for a chance to win today. This year, it was all my idea. No purchase necessary. Odds depend on entries received. Open to select legal residents of Alabama, Georgia, South Carolina, and Tennessee 18 or older. Rules at winmoneymikesbronco.com. Entries must be received by and sweeps ends 9/2/25. Void where prohibited.
Have you ever wondered if there was something special you could put on your food to make it even better? There is, and it's called the Original Louisiana Brand Hot Sauce. Perfectly blending zesty peppers, tangy vinegar, and salty salt. The Original Louisiana Brand Hot Sauce makes curly fries into curl your toes fries, and every plate of nachos into nacho heck yeah. Only the Original Louisiana Brand Hot Sauce is bold enough to be the official hot sauce of the Atlanta Braves. That's Louisiana Hot. Buy you some.
When you're looking for leading cardiac care, look to Northside Hospital Heart Institute. We lead with 95% patient recommendations. You could say we're #1 in the heart of Georgia. We lead with 100 dedicated cardiovascular doctors, so you'll know your heart is in the best hands. We lead with compassion, because you are at the heart of our care. Northside Hospital Heart Institute. We lead with heart.
Digging, grading, tilling, and mowing. All in a day's work with Yanmar, the tractor that works as hard as you do. Discover new possibilities at yanmartractor.com.
Give me directions to Truist Park.
Getting directions. Would you like to add a racetrack freeze blast to your route?
Oh, yes, please.
Updating route. Now getting on fast track.
Amazing.
Don't let a pregame pit stop slow you down. Take the racetrack route and get on the fast track to game day with a cold, refreshing freeze blast. Racetrack, proud partner of the Atlanta Braves.
You need all the energy you can get for game day. Luckily at Georgia Power, we know a thing or two about saving energy. We understand that energy costs are an important part of your budget. That's why we're dedicated to providing tools and assistance that can help make a difference, so you can save your energy for the game. Visit georgiapower.com/myenergy to learn more.
When you need a lawyer after an auto accident, don't just choose any legal team. Make the right call with Ken Nugent. Ken is based in Georgia. Other big-name legal teams aren't even from this area. Strike one. Ken gets to your...
Attention Florida homeowners, for 1 month only. Save big with Renewal by Andersen. Get $300 off every window and $825 off all patio doors. Plus, call now and ask about our brand new Ensemble entry door system. But hurry, this limited time offer won't last. Visit bestwindowsflorida.com today to schedule your free design consultation. That's bestwindowsflorida.com. Renewal by Andersen, your trusted window and door experts. Superior products, exceptional service. License number CGC 1527613.
Life doesn't stop after you've been involved in a car accident. You've got things to do and places to be. If your car is damaged, call Farah & Farah anytime, 7 days a week. Farah & Farah, Tampa.
Don't miss your chance to spring into deals at Lowe's. Right now, get a free 60-volt Toro battery when you purchase a select 60-volt Toro electric mower. Plus, buy 3 19.3-ounce vegetable and herb Bonnie plants for just $10. It's time to give your yard a grow-up. Lowe's. We help. You save. Valid through 4/23. Selection varies by location. While supplies last. Discount taken at time of purchase. Actual plant size and selection varies by location. Excludes Alaska and Hawaii.
1, 2, 3, 4. Those are numbers. But you already knew that. If you want to know what number you're going to pay each month for your car, use Kelley Blue Book My Wallet on AutoTrader. They're really good at numbers. AutoTrader.
Sometimes it feels like the world is moving at hyperspeed and you can't keep up because it's one thing then another. And don't forget the meeting and the yoga class and the dinner reservation. But then you get into the all-new Nissan Murano and you feel the breeze from the panoramic moonroof while the massaging seats melt away the tension of the day. And you realize that sometimes the greatest rush is not rushing at all. Shop the all-new Murano at nissanusa.com. Panoramic moonroof massaging leather appointed seats are available features.
As a business owner, it's important to keep your business connected. Spectrum Business is committed to keeping your business online whenever and wherever you need us, all backed by the Spectrum Commitment. Get fast, reliable internet starting at $40 per month when bundled, or level up your internet speed and get a 3-year price guarantee. Learn how Spectrum Business can help your business stay connected at spectrum.com/business. Restrictions apply. Services not available in all areas.
Jake from State Farm. I just beat my running PR, so I'm celebrating.
Keep celebrating when you bundle and save with the State Farm Personal Price Plan. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Prices vary by state. Options selected by customer. Availability and eligibility may vary.
You love to make the most of your time on the road, Leo, by hitting up all of the local hotspots outside of the ballpark.
Prize Picks to get $50 instantly when you play $5. Prize Picks. Run your game. Must be present in certain states. Visit prizepicks.com for restrictions and details.
Hope. It's more than a word. It's a breakthrough in the making. At City of Hope, we're pushing the boundaries of science, targeting cancer at the molecular level, with teams of experts working together to personalize a treatment plan right down to your DNA with unprecedented speed, making every second count, with appointments in as little as 24 hours. City of Hope, advancing cancer care at life-saving speed. Learn more at cityofhope.org.
Hey Braves fans, spring and warm weather are officially here, and you know what that means. Bugs, termites, mosquitoes, ants, and roaches will be out in full force. Luckily, you can trust the pros at Arrow Exterminators to keep your home pest-free inside and out. Arrow Exterminators protects homes and businesses and is the official pest control provider of Truist Park and the Atlanta Braves, so you know that you're getting the best from the best. To set up a free pest inspection, call 888-GO-ARROW or visit arrowexterminators.com. That's 888-GO-ARROW or visit arrowexterminators.com.
Great teams win with smart plays. Just like great businesses win with Saia LTL Freight. As the exclusive freight and logistics company of the Atlanta Braves, Saia brings nationwide customer-first service that delivers every time. Need to move shipments across the country? Saia covers all the bases, coast to coast, to keep your business running smoothly. Make Saia part of your starting lineup. Visit Saia.com. That's SAIA.com.
This copyrighted broadcast is presented by authority of the Atlanta Braves and may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form. And the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of the Atlanta Braves.
Hey Braves fans, Finn here reminding you that Jeff Francoeur joins us inside the locker room every Tuesday morning at 9 a.m. on the radio home of the Atlanta Braves, 680 The Fan.
All right, Braves win a thriller tonight, 6-4 over the Twins. They'll go for the series tomorrow night. Hope that you join us. Braves and Twins tomorrow night here at Truist Park. Our Braves Radio Network coverage begins tomorrow evening at 6 o'clock Eastern with a Ford leadoff show, and the first pitch to follow at 7:15 Eastern, 6:15 Central. Simeon Woods Richardson is on the mound for the Twins. Right-hander is 1-1 with a 4.30 ERA. And on the mound for the Braves, the left-hander Chris Sale, 0-2 with a 6.30 ERA. So for the guys in studio tonight, Joe Virgin and David Holloway. Also for Joe Simpson and our producer-engineer Jonathan Chadwick, I'm Ben Ingram saying so long and a good evening from Truist Park in Atlanta, Georgia, where it's the Braves over the Twins by a final score of 6-4. Stay tuned for the Hyundai postgame show. That gets going right now with Barrett Sallee. Barrett.
Thank you very much, Ben. A happy ending to what was a frustrating 7 innings for the Braves, but the comeback 5 runs in the 8th. The difference in the game. Let's go to the Xfinity play of the game. It will be Drake Baldwin. His 2-run single in the 8th inning scored Eli White and Michael Harris. And that's good enough to be the Xfinity play of the game. Xfinity knows live baseball is better with less freezing at the plate. That's why we deliver Wi-Fi built for streaming with ultra low lag. Get the fastest connection to the Braves and stream more of the biggest moments from the best seat in the house with Xfinity. Totals, highlights, and sound from a happy clubhouse coming up after the break. You're listening to the Hyundai Postgame Show, and this is the Atlanta Braves Radio Network.
Thanks for listening to Atlanta Braves Baseball on the Braves Radio Network, lit by Louisiana.